Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Director Watch, an AwardsWatch podcast that attempts to get inside the mind of cinema's greatest auteurs, explore what drives them, and maybe we go on a few unrelated tangents along the way. I'm Ryan McQuade, executive editor here at AwardsWatch, and joining me as always is the man behind the curtain, my co-host, Jay Ledbetter.
Ryan, I'm looking. Hold on, let me open my podcast handbook here. I'm going to pull a Tom Cruise and Top Gun Maverick, throw it in the trash. Today, rules don't apply. No rule. This is a no rules podcast today as we conclude our Warren Beatty series. And I'm excited to do it. It is, I believe, this movie made $720 million domestically. Is that right?
What did it do internationally?
It was not released internationally at all.
They were like, we made enough money.
China banned it because it has ghosts in it, which is not allowed over there. And Europe just kind of rejects Warren Beatty on an ethical level.
Well, because of all the women and
yeah
from his heyday.
They hate promiscuity in Europe.
Yeah, they're like sex is a no go.
Famously chaste continent.
Yeah, famous just like no, we're not going that far.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're here to talk about rules don't apply.
I think this made like 20 million.
Did it even make that much?
What was it made?
Did it?
I'm sorry. I only underestimated by 5 times. It made 3.9 million.
I like how you started at 720 and you're like, I am now at the accumulation of like half a day's worth of money for Avatar Fire and Ash on a Tuesday on the 3rd week of release.
Well, look, on its first weekend, on its 5-day, it made a mesmerizing 2.2. But you think a movie like this,
it would have legs.
Audience, it'll have legs. No, it had an Avengers-esque 66% drop off in week 2 down to $543,058. So not a huge hit for Beatty, but Dick Tracy 2 is still coming. So he's gonna get back in the saddle.
Some would say this is his Ishtar in a lot of ways.
His second Ishtar.
Yeah, because Ishtar isn't put on his shoulders, is it?
I mean, I think he got dinged a little bit for it. He was at a career valley.
Yeah, but he still got to live. Like it seems like Elaine May was just like pushed in a corner.
True. He did not die. He got to live.
Yeah,
that is true.
No, you know what I mean, like careers wise. I mean,
he made Dick Tracy like 4 years after that. 3 years after that.
So he's fine. He got to live on and make movies that you've loved and talked about how much you've loved on this podcast for the last month.
And he married Annette Bening.
And is she not better for it? They've got a family. They've got kids. That's up for debate. She's in this.
She is in this.
First time she's in this. Gee.
First time she's acted in a Beatty.
Do you think she had to audition?
Yeah, well, famously, he takes a while to cast. Well, there's a lot of casting what ifs on this one.
And he was just like, what if I got this actress? Oh, I don't know. I need this actress.
And also, this cast is just like ludicrous.
It's an insane cast. Jay, we're not alone here.
No.
Because if we're going to break the rules, we need
you got to bring in the number one rule breaker in podcasting.
Exactly. And that is our good friend here at AwardsWatch, Mr. Trace Sauveur. Trace.
Hello. I'm very excited to be on the Rules Don't Apply episode of Director's Watch, where we are going apparently to be breaking the rules of podcasting and probably taking it to the next level as a medium.
I feel like, and you're not supposed to interrupt people, but we're breaking rules. I feel like we could just like end this podcast whenever we want and just do outros and just kind of fuck around today.
Hard cut
that
to
would
black.
Be breaking the rules.
Yeah. Like a hard cut to black for like 45 minutes and then come back for the rest of the conversation.
I mean, the greatest artists have always broken the rules.
Yeah.
I think you got to up the reverb for this one. Break those rules.
You know what? I actually think we should talk at 3 times speed and really just high frame.
I don't even care if you talk 3x, but in the edit, 3x it. We're going out in the chipmunks mode. We're breaking all the rules.
It'd be very impressive if you talked at 3x speed.
I'm just waiting for somebody to
like the micro machines, man.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for somebody to Big Jim this shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, because you know, Big Jim's like, I'll see your blockbusters.
We should do the first motion capture podcast.
Yeah, there's got to be a new like frontier for podcasting that makes it more immersive.
And we're the idiots that are going to come up with it.
Yeah, I think we're going to be able to, and it's going to be on this episode for the 2016 final Warren Beatty
smash hit,
seemingly final Warren Beatty directorial effort. Rules don't apply.
Wait, have you guys still either one of you not seen the Avatar film?
I have not entered the world of fire and ash.
I am going at 10:30 a.m. tomorrow morning.
I think I might be going New Year's Day.
There we
New Year's
go.
Day.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
I'm going to the Mall of Georgia IMAX.
Way to date this podcast,
wow.
Jay. Yeah, good job.
Isn't it called? Is it still called the Mall? Oh, I'm thinking of Discover Mills that changed its name.
Oh, okay.
For anybody out
yeah,
there,
it is still the Mall of Georgia. They got the real IMAX.
Isn't in Atlanta, Georgia. This is a conversation between two Georgians.
We're breaking all the rules. We're talking specifically about local geography.
Local geography and
People
where they
love
can
that
see
on
movie
podcasts.
IMAX. And they're like, for the one guy driving in his car going, I
mean, for God's sake, I listen to so many movie podcasts. I know every movie theater in New York and LA. All right. They can occasionally hear about some movie theaters in Atlanta.
I know. Yeah. I feel like I know so much of the local geography of LA and New York because the podcast I listen to is like, that's all they talk about is the very specific.
Regal Lincoln Square. I get it.
The ArcLight. I get it.
Yes.
The Chinese theater. We fucking get it.
Rules. We're making
the Egyptian. We get it.
The Alamo Drafthouse, Brooklyn. I get it.
I get it. You're like Trace is like actively rooting for that draft house to close. He's like, you don't understand.
Well, now that Sony owns Draft House, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. Oh, man. Well, everything.
We were supposed to get a draft house, and then COVID happened.
Yeah. So
yeah.
Now you just blame Sony?
It was supposed to be like 10 minutes away from me. It was going to be awesome.
Would it be awesome though?
As opposed to what? Having a crummy, just shut down Regal that's 10 minutes away from me?
Wait, did it shut down really?
Yeah, the Regal, like it was.
Which Regal is it?
Regal. It's off of. God.
I can't believe you're fucking asking
This
that.
is great.
Like,
it's off of 285 on the east side of town.
Okay.
Right off of 285. Like you can see it from the loop.
Oh.
They're literally looking this up, folks. I don't know.
The Regal Hollywood 24.
That one.
Closed permanently in January 2025.
Yep.
After operating for 25 years. Though it stayed open through the holidays. Thank God.
I think I only went there one time. I saw Ambulance there.
Was that where you saw Ambulance?
That's where I saw Ambulance. So not only was it a headache, but the seats were they had not been replaced in a while, and so it was a backache as well. Oh. But again, a headache I enjoyed.
Sticky?
I was the only one in the theater, and it was definitely sticky.
Okay, well,
this was once the #1 theater in Metro Atlanta.
It was a big deal when it opened. Yeah.
Well,
wow.
Movie theaters are thriving.
You guys don't have like a dollar theater where you guys live, right?
Does anybody really have a dollar theater?
No one has them anymore. I've said this a bunch, but it's like, I think it would.
Well, they're not viable anymore.
Yeah, they're not really.
They would be, I think. That inflation? That's killing us all.
I mean, regular theaters aren't viable anymore, so
that's
I don't
fair.
know about dollar theaters.
I'm just saying that's what streaming's become.
The only way to get people to get to a movie is to make it so that they don't want to get spoiled and they go opening weekend.
Well, that's the thing, is that I actually should be building more theaters. Hear me out. With premium theaters in it, like more IMAX is actually what they should be building. And they should, you know what IMAX should just do? They should just buy buildings and have one or two or three IMAX screens inside those theaters, and it just like operate as its own central chain.
It does seem strange to me that IMAX doesn't expand to have more actual IMAX screens.
Yeah, because I got to see those fucking things of like one battle after another is coming back to theaters this weekend. It's like, fuck you. It's only going to like, yeah, but like, so what? They're going to make a crap ton of money.
Putting it in an urban area is very difficult.
I'm not even talking about an urban area. I'm just talking about like, for God's sakes. some big cities don't even have the proper IMAX.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, I thought you said rural. I'm sorry. I mean, like rural, middle of the country, they're screwed. Like they're just not like they're not. If you live in Kentucky, you're not seeing one battle after another in 70 millimeter. But like,
Yeah, and that's your problem.
They're too busy
Yeah,
building
fuck.
condos, man.
yeah. I just think
You're in the non-important part of the country.
yeah, who cares, Kentucky? You know what I mean? Like, vote for regular politicians, and then maybe we can have a conversation. No, but I just think that we should have more IMAX screenings. I think that I think that it's clearly the thing that's in demand, and it's one of those. It's not going to be a fad. It's not going to be like 3D, because like the thing that's going to be very funny. And we were all, and Jay and Trace and I were joking before we got on this about the new Avengers trailer. We're really doing a great job for the Rules Don't Apply episode, but this is
The rules don't apply this
They
episode.
don't apply.
People are so pissed off that we haven't started talking about rules don't apply yet.
But you know what, guys? The rules don't apply. Is that why I find it so awesome, the world of Christopher Nolan in general? Is the motherfucker is the biggest director on the planet. So much so that a Spider-Man movie, which is the follow-up to a Spider-Man movie that made like $1.5 billion, right? And it's going to lead into an Avengers movie. He said, guess what? I made an exclusive deal with IMAX. You will not show your movie in IMAX. And so that Spider-Man movie will not be like all other Marvel movies in an IMAX because it's Christopher Nolan. I think that's kind of funny. But then it's also
the Spider-Man movie is the Tom Holland movie I'm really interested in.
Well, there you go. But no, it's for
What's
a
the next Spider-Man about?
I don't know.
I have no idea.
Webs and stuff.
Yeah, what do I give a fuck, honestly?
Why don't we?
Webs and stuff.
Yeah, like why do you give a shit? You hate it.
That's my favorite thing about Spider-Man is webs and stuff.
Webs and stuff.
When he shoots those things, it's crazy.
Yeah, they're coming out of where? I don't know. But no, like I just find it to be very funny. It's that all these studios have to fight over these big screens, and it's like you guys should just build more. Like clearly the demand is there and will be there forever. People love IMAX. It's not 3D.
I'm really glad you don't have enough money to invest in a movie theater because I think you're completely off on this one.
I think those are the movies that have made a lot of money. Sue me.
Well, they have, but it's not because of IMAX. It's because they're the big movies.
Yeah, but if I'm telling you, see this movie in
IMAX,
yeah.
You're confusing correlation and causation here.
I think that it's part of the event.
Correlate to what gets put in IMAX, but IMAX is not what's driving box office.
I don't know. They're the ones that are sold out the most. It's those premium theaters, and IMAX is one of those. And it is ridiculous that we are in this country and we have it was insane that like we only had like 4 places that could actually project VistaVision. I mean, that's just the state of in general, but it's like they had to literally when Oppenheimer was coming out, like retrain people how to project a 70 millimeter IMAX film.
I bring this up a lot, but it used to just be like
it was just a job.
Pauly Shore's Jury Duty was projected on 35 millimeter.
You don't ever hear about the Arrow in Los Angeles screening that. You know what I mean?
But now everything is digital. It sucks.
Not everything.
Almost everything. But even stuff shot on film is projected digitally in probably 90% of movie theaters. I
know. It's sad because people don't know how to do it. I was thinking about this the other day because like I was driving home and one of the songs from One Battle After Another got on the playlist, and I was just driving home and I was just thinking about like there's gonna be like a point, unless younger filmmakers start really teaching in schools or they don't shut down Kodak or all these different things. There's going to be a point where like there's not going to be anybody that knows how to shoot on this stuff.
It's going to be dead. Yeah, it's going to die.
Yeah,
and it's going to be like. Yeah. I mean, it would probably happen after we're gone, maybe, or maybe
I think it will be almost extinct by the end of our lifetime. I plan on living to 137. I'm doing that thing. What's that guy's name?
Oh my God.
You know, the one who's like
that. I've got the perfect body and the perfect system
to reverse aging. That guy. I'm going on his regimen.
You mean
he is a normal guy.
Warren Beatty?
I follow him and I follow Peter Thiel for all of my sort of lifestyle choices.
How's that working out for you?
So far, not great.
I don't know. Jay seems like the most stable man I know, so I feel like he might be onto something.
Nah, it's all facade. He's in shambles right now, in an absolute mess. Trace, we brought you on here to talk about rules don't apply, and
Correct.
I got to ask you. I saw that you haven't logged this, or you haven't seen this, or you hadn't seen this, or whatever. Um, Familiar with Beatty's filmography? Have a relationship with it at all?
I've seen Bonnie and Clyde,
Okay.
and
Well, he didn't direct that one, so
what?
great job. You started off smooth.
Well, okay, so I know he didn't direct it, but he did have he was very instrumental in getting that movie to fruition.
Correct.
I would say like he almost like ghost directed that movie basically. Like he was
Oh.
kind of like
He
was
is kind of one of those guys who ghost directs every movie that he's ever been in.
yeah.
A little bit.
So I almost kind of like implicitly consider Bonnie and Clyde a Warren Beatty directorial picture because
Wait.
I really feel like he was all over it.
Arthur
So-
Penn slander.
So is it like so is Bonnie and Clyde a ghost movie too? Is Jason playing?
Yeah,
the
they
ghost movie?
They didn't
screen
show
that
it in
either.
China.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Anything regarding ghosts, like even if it was just someone that seemingly directed something, but their name.
Wait,
was not
did the
credited
Whoopi
as-
Goldberg Patrick Swayze movie Ghost just not even close? Not
I
even.
mean, truly, that would not screen in.
They just like didn't even ask, right?
I mean, like Ghostbusters doesn't screen in China.
They just assumed it wasn't even a movie.
Do you think that
Why
they
would you
could
call
just,
it-
like,
Actually,
re-
if any supporting actor, if any actor supporting extra has passed away before the film is released, they don't screen it in China
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
because there is an implicit assumption that that person may be a ghost.
Are you pulling my leg here? Because I feel like now your commitment to the bit here is so good.
My dry delivery strikes again. I'm
Yes.
kidding.
Yeah. I was gonna say no, but like they have weird rules and structure there where like they won't allow. I mean, obviously, like if you have a gay character or you have certain people, like they won't allow it. I didn't know. I mean, like they wouldn't be able to allow a lot of fucking
sort
movies.
They've stopped showing a lot of American movies. I
Yeah,
think
it post
maybe as a
COVID.
little bit of a political statement. You know.
I guess. So. Yeah. I mean, well, isn't it a part of like the tariffs and everything too? Like, and
Yeah, I don't know. Nija killed it though.
yeah. Trace, what do you think about the tariff
Nija
situation?
too.
I'm not sure about the tariffs. I know Zootopia 2 killed it in China though.
It
so
did. Yeah,
I
Zootopia
just-
2 back with a vengeance.
Full of
Yeah.
ghosts. Yeah, it was a Halloween themed film. I actually haven't seen Zootopia 2, so
Are there any ghosts in
Solid movie.
Zootopia 2?
There are not.
no.
Okay. No, there's not.
No.
Wait, Zootopia?
Zootopia.
Zootopia.
I heard that they call it something else around the rest of the world. It's like Zootropolis is what it's called in the
I
UK.
think that's right. I think that's right. Yeah.
And I was like, that's terrible.
What do you
Why
think the
don't
reason for that is? Like, what, it's
Like-
so close anyway. Like, what's the
What's the
point?
difference between Zootopia and Zootropolis? Like, what are we? Like, who gives a shit?
I want to hear the marketing decision behind
It's
it.
just so that you can make more money off of idiots that are going to buy the Zootopia merch. Like, no one's doing that. Like, well, unless you're Jay, and Jay's got all those Zootopia.
The Brits have never heard of a Zootopia. We have to give them a Zootropolis.
Zootropolis. That's so stupid. Anyway, do you have a relationship?
I've got the answer.
Oh, okay, here we go.
There are a lot of actual zoos in Europe called Zootropolis or Zootopia. So they don't want to confuse the zoos with the film Zootopia, so they call it Zootropolis.
That's so silly. Oh
know what
my
to tell you.
god. Oh, that's so that no one gets sued.
This is a movie based off my local zoo.
Yeah. Oh my god. I saw that rabbit the other day. That fox.
Hey, Judy Hopps, man, she's still looking good.
She's hopping.
She's
Yeah.
looking good.
There's
Jay,
a lot of Zootopia erotica out there. It's a problem.
Oh yeah, no, it is absurd.
Wait, what?
Yeah, it is absurd.
Wait, Jay. Judy Hopps. Important person?
Judy Hopps. I'm gonna not quite my tempo.
Okay.
as one might say. But no, it's like a real thing.
That's how do you know about that, Jay?
you just kind of run into it online. Like I'm gonna
Wait,
go.
Trace, what?
I'm gonna pull up to Jay's defense here. Sometimes you just see it because like it's so prevalent. Like people really
Well,
want.
you're just like scrolling through videos on Twitter, and all of a sudden, like
There's
Judy
a
Hopps
lot
is
of
getting
there's a
like,
lot of
hopped.
shipping of Nick Wilde and Judy Hopps.
Yeah, so I'm googling like Nick Wilde. And
Wait,
Judy
what are you googling? You don't Google. You just stumble upon. That's not stumbling upon. That's asking for it.
No, well, it's like I mean,
fuck are you doing?
sometimes I'll be at work and I'm like, I've been thinking about this for a while. Why is Judy Hopps such a cutie? And then that'll search, and then that brings up some things that you maybe don't want to pull up at work, but
yeah,
I'm looking for a job, by the way. So
I'm
anybody
Googling
hiring
like Judy Hopps purple eyes, and then like like Nick Wilde and Judy Hopps.
Yeah, like right on the server is where you're looking at this chain. Oh my God. Trace, relationship with his directorial films. Have you seen like Heaven Can Wait, Reds?
I have seen Heaven Can Wait.
Okay.
I don't remember anything about it except that he's in heaven.
That's not true. Bullshit.
So
I know that
you've seen the first 15 minutes of Heaven Can Wait.
I know for a fact, Trace, that you have seen all three versions of Heaven Can Wait.
Oh, I have seen all. Yeah, I have seen all three versions. But I literally couldn't tell you anything about them at this point. I watched them for something else, and I feel like I half watched every single one of them.
Which one did you think was the best one, though, of the three?
The
Beatty one.
Yeah, probably the Beatty one.
Here comes Mr. Jordan.
Yeah, that was. I was trying to remember the title
that one's
first,
pretty
yeah.
good.
Beatty one, and then there's Down to Earth.
Yeah, there's which is
Chris Rock.
Chris Rock, yeah,
Written by Louis C.K.
and a terrible movie. I remember that one being particularly bad.
It's 90 minutes. It feels like forever.
Is that the guy who got slapped by?
Wait, he got the Oscar. He got slapped by who?
Wait, did you guys not watch that?
Have you guys listened to the new Will Smith album?
You mean the one, I'm an action star?
No, his main song is I like pretty girls.
Really?
Yeah, that's the number one. He's getting back at Jada.
Did he make that album with a concussion?
I'm gonna be honest, Ryan. I'm gonna tell you the truth.
Okay, thank you. No, you tell me the truth.
But he might have made that with a concussion, actually. That man is in a permanent state of midlife crisis.
Well, yeah. I mean, like,
unfortunately,
nobody's making movies with him. Really?
No, he's been
kind of
blackballed, basically.
Well, he did it to himself. This isn't like one of those where, like, hey, what happened to Will Smith? We need a deep dive on a podcast.
Well, I'll tell you what. For 2 hours after that happened, nobody cared. They were still very much Team Will Smith.
I think, okay, not that we need to continue to get into a side tangent and not talk about this movie, but I'm going to ask you the question I guess we've been waiting years to do.
Apply to Will Smith.
Exactly. It's been 5 years in the making. So let's just ask it. What the fuck would you have done after seeing Chris Rock get slapped by Will Smith? If you're in that audience, what are you doing if you're Andrew Garfield or Jessica Chastain?
If it was a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think when you look at the slap, really, not that I'm like, some sort of, I'm not a writer for Variety, so I'm not usually obsessed about these things. But
I'm kind of obsessed with it.
Okay. Well, Jay's he is looking for a job.
I watch it like the Zapruder film.
I mean, Pitsky, if you're looking for somebody that's going to look up Zootopia erotica on your server, that's your man right there.
It's an accident.
Tell that to their HR, dude. But anyway, when you watch the video and you see him walk up there and he calls him Richard, like King Richard, get it? When he slaps him, it doesn't look like a real slap. Kind of.
It looks like a movie slap.
It looks like a movie slap.
It looks very dramatized. It does.
Yeah.
But he took it so well.
There's a big wind up. It is remarkable that he stayed there as calm as he did.
Yeah. Like the crazy video is of and I think it was Scott Feinberg, or it was somebody that's in the award sphere that was in the Oscars, like on the top, right? And they had to zoom in on their phone and they were recording it, right? And you could see like Bradley Cooper and Denzel Washington and all these people and going to talk to him. And it's just like, did any one of y'all think like, maybe get the fuck out of here? Like, it's kind of
I mean,
wrapped up.
the craziest part is that was the Will Smith Oscars. He was front and center. It was like finally
He was in the jack seat.
The ultimate coronation of Will Smith.
Yeah, that would be like if they nominated Tom Cruise for Top Gun and he just went up there and punched a baby in the face.
It's like they're giving Jay Ledbetter Podcaster of the Year.
Ooh,
and then
finally.
And then I bring a pistol to the ceremony and point it at Will Arnett.
Is this thing on?
Is this? Oh, poor Sean Hayes. He would be so sad.
1/3 of Smartless.
1/3 of Smartless just gone.
Down.
It's just smart.
You think we'll get iRobot 2 anytime soon?
I did not murder him.
Some would say, based off of Warren Beatty's performance in Rules Don't Apply, we did get iRobot too.
Ryan, bringing the car back on the road.
So, Trace, you watched this movie.
I certainly watched.
Rules Don't Apply.
Yeah.
I think it's safe to say that you've got a small relationship with Warren Beatty, but it is an interesting film nonetheless.
Yeah,
you should watch Reds,
because this is like the movie where it's, I think, for all of us, and I'm going to get serious here, and we've been joking around way too much. This is kind of a movie for the three of us in our wheelhouse, because this is about like somebody who's been gone for a long. Hear me out. Jay's giving me like, what the fuck are you talking about, eyes? Hear me out.
He's correct.
An auteur that's been gone. Some people consider him an auteur, Jay. I know that you don't agree with the theory.
He pulled a half Malik. There's no denying. He pulled a half
and
Malik,
he disappeared. And it's like one of those like
2/3 Malik.
Is he gonna come back? Is he not? And it's the whole like just like will he, won't he? It's he's edging us for years. He's trying to figure out the script and all this stuff, and then he releases it, and you kind of then are wondering: is it good? Is it bad? Was it worth it? Did he lose the magic? Does he have it? Like, for example, James L. Brooks kind of did that this year with Ellen McKay. I'm not trying to make this an Ellen McKay. He kind of did it twice, right? And so we're kind of here at this moment where we get to talk about like Warren Beatty, who
Coppola.
Jay has, who like, Coppola. Well, Coppola's made like smaller films. It's different,
Coppola was the first name I thought of, mostly because this movie distinctly reminds me of Megalopolis in some respects. But continue. Right.
So wait, no, but who did you think of, Trace?
Like, which other directors did I think of?
Yeah, were you thinking of anybody like in particular?
I was thinking of Coppola while watching it.
Okay.
I was thinking of Coppola specifically because I was thinking of Megalopolis.
Okay.
And
I was thinking of like Costner too.
Yeah, and I was also.
It's kind of like one of those like who's asking for this vanity project, and yet, everybody's like on board and they're friendly enough with the guy.
Horizon 2 coming soon.
And it's of course a man who's elder, past their prime, probably 20 years, but they've got to get this out.
The difference is Beatty had been gone.
He's been
Costner
gone.
Had been acting. Underrated, maybe biggest bomb of all time. Town and Country was the last movie that he had been in.
And then
Absolute calamity.
And then
Excuse me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Dick Tracy special and Dick Tracy special 2. Okay.
Hey, listen, rules don't apply today. But he essentially became Mr. Annette Bening in that time period. Arm candy at all the awards. That is what he is mostly known for. And he's mostly, so when Jay, you asked the question at the beginning of this series, why do people care about Warren Beatty? I actually think this is a great question to ask somebody like Trace.
Also, I think this might be the question that this movie is addressing.
I think that's the other thing about this movie that makes it semi-fascinating. So, Trace, do you care about Warren Beatty? And if so, what do you think of Rules Don't Apply?
And if you don't, then don't let us know.
Yeah, and don't let us know, because we don't want to know about those. That's the only rule. Don't let us know.
Because rules don't apply. If you don't like the movie, you don't talk about it today.
Okay. What if I just like shut up and didn't say anything else? When I think about
Just
Warren
30
Beatty,
minutes straight of you just like not saying shit and be like, wow, Trace, and then that was so provocative and interesting what you just said.
when I think about Warren Beatty, which is of course for half an hour every morning when I first wake up, I mostly think about when he said La La Land won Best Picture instead of Moonlight at the Oscars.
We debated this as well. We said, I think Warren got fucked on that one. By Faye Dunaway.
I assume it was not his fault.
Well, Faye, okay, I know Sophia was on this podcast, but I'm going to say it again. And I know she is the number one defender of anything that Faye Dunaway does, like, and is literally probably in the will. But my God, like Warren Beatty got absolutely screwed. She reads the name, and she's confused. He's confused, and she just reads the name instead of going like, "Hey, something's wrong here," because it says Emma Stone on the card, and then she just leaves him with the card and bails. I rewatched it to be like, am I crazy?
This seems off. Warren, why don't you handle this?
Yeah, like, why don't you handle it? Anyway, I've got a dinner reservation I got to get to, and like fucks off. And then they come back the next year, and then she kind of like has like a, oh, well, we promised not to screw it up this time. You're the one who read it, Faye. Shit.
The second most infamous Oscars conundrum after the slap, of course.
Is that the worst?
I don't know. You can maybe,
no, Rob
put
Lowe
one in front of the other.
Rob Lowe did Dance with Snow White, so there is that. But anyway, oh wait, that was the Super Bowl. Never mind, that was the Super Bowl. Was this? Okay. Yeah. Anyway,
I have no idea.
Anyway,
yeah, you got me on that one.
That you can tell me that's a dream you had, and I would believe you.
I'll send you the clips.
I do really like Bonnie and Clyde, and that is a great movie that I feel like.
Nope, it was the 1989 Oscars. Rob Lowe, Snow White. 61st annual
rules
Oscars
don't apply. The guest doesn't get much runway today.
Sorry. Go.
I think Bonnie and Clyde did a lot to help usher in the new Hollywood era, and I think it is very Warren Beatty has his place in Hollywood history, if for no other reason than for the amount of effort he had in getting that movie made and what that kind of led to in the films of the late 60s and the 70s moving forward. And I read a great book. It's a very famous film book about this. I can't remember the name right now, but it's about the Best Picture nominee.
Pictures at a Revolution.
That's correct.
By Mark Harris.
And yes, it's a great book. And obviously a lot of it is about Bonnie and Clyde and the work that went into getting that movie made and how it was in production hell for a very long time before it got made. And Warren Beatty really like dragged that thing over the finish line. So that is pretty much the extent of my Beatty relationship. Other than that, we are pretty estranged, me and him. I have not. The only other movie he's directed that I've seen, like I said, is the Heaven Can Wait. And even then, it didn't really stick with me. I don't really remember that much about it. And just like looking, and I will lead into my brief opening thoughts of Rules Don't Apply here in a second. But just looking at his directorial filmography here, and you guys can, clarify this since you guys are the ones that have watched all these movies. It seems, I don't know, because like I hear good things about Dick Tracy and Bulworth, but overall it seems like a kind of less. Thank you for updating your background, Ryan.
Ryan has just made his background Rob Lowe and Snow White.
Yes,
podcasting, of course, a visual medium.
It's rules don't fucking apply.
Rob Lowe looking good.
We're breaking the rules.
Snow White looking rough.
Rob Lowe podcaster. We could get him on the pod.
Rob Lowe. He looks probably the same as he does now. That's called plastic surgery. Anyway, continue, Trace.
It's just for someone who has such a storied career. I think I think Warren Beatty has more of a memorable career as an actor than as a director. It would seem like looking in from the outside. You guys can tell me if like Dick Tracy and Bulworth are masterpieces and that I'm totally wrong here. But it seems like a slight.
What are you talking about? These are like. They put it in the Library of Congress.
We both like Dick Tracy for sure.
I think we like
Dick Tracy is worth watching.
We don't love Dick Tracy. We like the idea of it. Like,
he's really going for it with that one.
Okay, Trace, you love the idea of it. Good for you. But like Bulworth is a messy film, very
Yeah.
messy.
The Idea of You, that was the Anne Hathaway movie.
Yes, yes, yes.
Oh yes, directed by Michael Showalter,
Yeah.
who I
Is that-
interviewed for that movie
Is
for
that
Awards
like?
Watch.
Yes, he did. Is that the most like washed guy on the planet?
I have no
Showalter?
idea what he's doing.
What the fuck is that guy doing? Like he did that Christmas movie with Michelle Pfeiffer this year too.
Oh, did he?
It's
do
the
that?
most
I didn't know that one.
anonymous
And
filmmaker.
He is
ever.
now directing the adaptation of that Colleen Hoover book that everyone on Book
He
Talk
has
did.
like at least
Was
2 to
so much
3
what
movies a
it's like.
year, and you're like, he's like the opposite of Guy Ritchie. Where like Guy Ritchie makes like 2 movies a year, and you go, I'm kind of curious. Showalter makes it, and I'm like, you're still around?
No, you can't say that about Guy Ritchie anymore. He did that John Krasinski movie,
Which one?
National Treasure ripoff
Oh, the
Fountain
one
of
on
Youth.
the
on
Apple.
Amazon.
Oh, the Apple.
Yeah,
one.
Fountain of Youth.
Terrible.
With,
Or
with
yeah, it
Por-
was Apple. Yeah, you're right.
It was an
oh,
Apple movie.
with Portman.
Yes.
Is Tucci in that?
Yeah.
Oh, the
Oh,
Tucci's
shit.
brother-in-law. All right.
Wow.
Did you not know that, Trace? That John Krasinski is
Wait, he's
Brother-in-law
Stanley
is-
Tucci's brother-in-law?
yeah.
Oh, is that what you... No, I didn't realize.
Yeah, he's married to Emily Blunt's sister, Stanley Tucci.
Oh, man.
Jay, did you not know that?
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Stars. They're just like us.
They're just
They have
like,
families.
they're just like us.
I
They marry
too
into families.
am brother-in-laws with Stanley Tucci.
Yes.
If you were brother-in-law with Stanley Tucci, I'd be moving to Atlanta and going over for family dinner
Oh
every
God,
Sunday.
I forgot he did Eyes of Tammy Faye.
Who?
Oh yeah. Showalter.
Oh, show. I thought you were talking about Rob Lowe.
Yeah, Rob,
I mean, look
Rob
at
Lowe.
look at those
Man,
eyes.
it has actually been a tougher run than I thought for Mr. Showalter.
What's his best movie?
Wet Hot American Summer. I mean, I guess he wrote it. That does that
wrote it.
count?
Yeah, I mean, he was a very close collaborator with that. So, like, you know,
That's
another
more
one where
David
it's like-
Wayne than.
Yeah, it's definitely David Wayne's movie, but I would say Showalter
Yeah.
probably had a lot to do.
Okay,
with it
like
as
The
well.
Solo-
question is his best movie.
What? Read his filmography, Jay.
All right. Do you want the ones that he is exclusive? He is
Yes, I
specifically
want
credited
exclusively
as
him.
director?
Like if we were doing a series, we would only do the ones that he has made. So
All right. He directed a film called The Baxter in 2005.
I've heard
Awesome.
good stuff about that movie.
He directed Hello, My Name is Doris.
Oh,
The Big
that's-
Sick, of course.
a good one. That one's a good one.
The Lovebirds. That one was tough. I saw
Which
that
one's
one.
the Lovebirds?
That is Kumail Nanjiani and Issa Rae.
Oh yeah, that was a South by like opener, and I never watched it because I didn't care.
Well, Showalter has a condo at South by.
Yeah, he does.
Eyes of Tammy Faye. Spoiler alert, which I'm not familiar with.
Oh, that's the Jim Parsons gay movie where like his partner dies, and it's sad.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, well, it's literally in the trailer. Like
The Idea of You, of course.
Yes.
And now, oh, what fun. And then now he is doing the Colleen Hoover movie, Verity.
Verite.
I would say his best movie is Hello, My Name is Doris, probably.
Yeah, I'd probably say The Big Sick.
That's
And
yeah,
that's-
probably.
and
I
I'm-
don't like the Big Sick.
And I don't like The Big Sick.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
it's a big no. How about that?
Holly Hunter's good in it.
I like Ray Romano in it.
Yeah.
I like the
Ray in
parents. I like the parents stuff in it.
I will
I think-
always.
I think it's got a Kumail Nanjiani problem.
probably
and
so.
he's like a co-writer on the film, so it's like there's
Zoe
no even-
Kazan, of course, in The Big Sick, you know, who worked with her grandfather,
Who?
Warren Beatty.
There you go.
I will always appreciate Michael Showalter for his line in Wet Hot American Summer where he's telling his crush that he doesn't care that she's bow-legged and he doesn't care that she's bilingual. He loves her anyway.
Trace,
Wet
what do you?
Hot is so good.
Oh, Trace, what do you think of Rules Don't Apply? Like,
So here's
as-
the thing.
Here
I talked to Ryan on the phone yesterday,
Yeah.
and he was in the middle of some epic search for someone else's phone. I don't know how that
we
was.
never found it.
Okay. But I was sick in bed, and I called him because he called me, but it seemed like it was an accident. But we talked.
It was a butt dial.
We talked on the phone.
My
for a
butt
while.
wanted to talk to Trace.
I was sick-
Hello.
I
Yeah.
was sick in bed because I had a fever for the past 24 hours or so.
Did you get better? Or
I feel good now.
did you have more cowbell?
What? Oh, like the okay. I forgot that was
Man,
part of that sketch.
That was a stretch.
Yeah.
But
It
to
wasn't
be
even
clear,
that
rules don't apply. Bad
Yeah.
jokes aplenty.
Bad jokes aplenty, so shut up. Anyway,
It
continue,
was good.
Trace. Yeah, it was good.
I told Ryan, look, I'm sure I'm gonna be fine to come on the podcast tomorrow. I still gotta watch the movie, but I'm gonna be fine. And so
You were good
I
enough
did.
to make fucking cookies. You made
I
like dozens of cookies.
Well, I made them today after I was feeling better.
Can
I
you send me
when
any?
I felt yeah, sure.
Okay.
They're really good.
Okay.
Um, I fell asleep at 8 p.m. last night because I felt sick and I just needed to sleep. And then I woke up at midnight and I was still in kind of a hazy fugue state from being in a fever. Didn't feel all that great still, was kind of confused, a little lightheaded. And I was like, you know what? I'm up. It's time to
Perfect
it's
state
time
to
to
watch
start.
Rules Don't
It's
Apply.
time to start rules don't apply.
Ooh, baby, it's getting
A
delirious.
normal movie edited in a traditional way.
I literally like I couldn't think of a better movie to match my frame of mind in having like some kind of feverish delirium than watching this movie.
A drowsy movie for a drowsy man.
It's just and look, I would honestly recommend this movie to people because it's very interesting and I couldn't deny people the pleasure of seeing what Warren Beatty is doing with his performance in this movie and the way that his storytelling in this movie comes off as so haphazard and scatterbrained and kind of just like it feels on the fly. This movie feels like a series of vignettes of things just happening. And it comes off in such a strange way, but I still like kind of enjoyed it and I think there is kind of an endearing quality to Warren Beatty casting himself as Howard Hughes, even if he's like not really doing anything to examine Howard Hughes as a man all that effectively, it is, as you guys had briefly mentioned earlier, kind of an interesting reflection on him as a star and a creative and his history in Hollywood, especially, obviously setting this in the 50s and 60s. So there it's such a strange movie that where basically 70% of it doesn't work, but like 70 all that 70% is still very interesting. So yeah, I don't know. I'm interested to hear what you guys thought because I definitely didn't think it was like I wasn't bored watching it. So and I think that's the best thing that it has going for it.
Jay,
Yeah.
last film in our series here. I
Yeah.
know you haven't seen this movie.
First watch. I did not contribute to the $3.9 million.
I didn't think you would.
Office run.
I didn't think you would. I watched this movie just thinking, God, I got to know what Jay thinks of this thing. And Jay, what do you think of this thing?
I've been playing a little rope-a-dope here as I've been talking a little smack. I like this movie. Like I genuinely like this movie. Here's my take on the movie. For people that don't understand Warren Beatty, I think this is the movie that makes you kind of understand elder Warren Beatty. I think this is the movie that a man sort of in the autumn of his life, I suppose at this point, maybe you call it the early winter. This is the movie that someone in that period of their life makes after taking an almost 20-year break in their directorial career. I think this movie is fascinating because a Howard Hughes movie has been Warren Beatty's passion project for his entire career. And I think inevitably we will talk about The Aviator at some point, but Warren Beatty had been trying to make a Howard Hughes movie since the mid 1970s. His original plan was to make Reds, and then immediately after that, make his Howard Hughes movie. Then the rights with the Howard Hughes movie got really wonky. Steven Spielberg took him away from him at one point, and he had a big grudge with Steven Spielberg. Obviously, later on, Martin Scorsese ends up making sort of the definitive Howard Hughes biopic. And it is fascinating to me that he wanted to make the Howard Hughes movie in the 70s early 80s, where it would have been Howard Hughes at his absolute peak. But in this film, it is Howard Hughes at his absolutely least Hollywood. And I will say the one problem I have with Warren Beatty is every movie he can't help himself. He has to be the most desirable, charming, handsome man that has ever lived. And halfway through this movie, when Lily Collins smears icing on his face and then kisses him, I'm like, the man he just can't help himself. It's unbelievable. But then it completely flips on its head and he reaches a state of self-awareness that he has never shown in a movie before, in my opinion. And from a craft perspective, this thing is far from perfect. Again, the editing is crazy. There is a like 45-second sequence at one point where we cut like 7 times from just Matthew Broderick's face to Alden Ehrenreich's face to Lily Collins' face, just like over and over and over again. They're not really doing anything. And I was just like, what are we doing here? And so this is far, far, far from a perfect movie, but I do think it is wholly sincere and has a real sense of self, and a sense of reflection that I found endearing. And I also think Ehrenreich is phenomenal in this movie. And I really appreciate that Beatty sort of keeps himself in shadow the whole time. His whole thing throughout his whole career is I have to be perfectly lit. I have to look as good as I possibly can. I know my angles. And here he's willing to look like a little bit of a schlub. And he's willing to look like that, not in the sense of sort of abandoning his vanity for the sake of the greater good, but just because he's kind of a mess. And I love that about this movie. It is sort of his Irishman, kind of. That's sort of my interpretation of it. It's just sort of about him reflecting on what he means to culture at large. And like I said, whether he matters to the contemporary world of pop culture and what his legacy is going to be moving forward. And I love that about it. So I like this movie. I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, it's better than Reds or anything like that. But I genuinely think this is a worthwhile endeavor that people should watch if they have any interest in Warren Beatty, the artist, or Warren Beatty, the man/celebrity.
I think within this movie, you find the answers you're looking for as to why he just disappeared, why he didn't do it. I think we talked about him a long time on the series, Jay, about how he's a perfectionist and he demands excellence. And somewhere along the way, people lose it.
That's why these guys love Howard Hughes.
Yeah. And he just lost it. And I think for years and years and years, living off of this epic reputation and kind of being in the shadows himself, I think he becomes a figment of an imagination of a man who was once more famous than what he is now.
And it's sort of like wanting to preserve yourself in ice. Like, this is how I want to be remembered, so I don't want to expose myself to the elements anymore.
Yeah. The problem is not any of the stuff with Beatty. I actually think all the stuff with Beatty and the Hughes stuff is, while flawed in its own way, in certain execution, like you're saying, the editing, and I just think this movie looks like gobbledygook, like the way it's shot. Like, I think some of it is pretty
shot by a fairly accomplished cinematographer,
but it looks straight to streamer. You know what I mean?
It looks extremely.
It has that very like that
stock.
that quote late style look that a lot of like
that is
old
exactly right.
That a lot of old auteurs who come back with some new movies. You could name a dozen of them. I mean, anyone from Michael Mann to, we already said, Coppola,
Schrader.
Yeah.
It almost. Can I say a movie that it almost looked like, and not be back on another tangent about this, but because we mentioned this a couple episodes ago, but kind of at times looked like the trailer for Jimmy.
Oh, it looks better than that.
It looked a little bit like a movie like that. I'm just saying, like it looked like
it's one of those, like, it's very point and shoot. I agree with you there, but it's not.
No, it's not like terrible in terms of production.
It's
like
replacement level cinematography. Is what it is.
It's like C tier. You know what I mean? And that's okay. Like, it'll get you through the movie.
C+ cinematography.
Yeah, there you go. That's fair. the relationship stuff absolutely sucks in this movie. Like it does. Jay, there's no getting around it. Lily Collins is bad in this movie. And
She's got those eyebrows though.
she does. And like the first, I want to say it's like 45 to 50
disagree
minutes.
with you on that, by the way.
The 45 to 50 minutes of this movie, the first 45 to 50 is like, I really couldn't care less.
I think Ehrenreich is so good in this movie.
I think he's very good, but again, I don't care about like, I don't care about rules. And I don't care about the rules
And they don't
they're
apply.
setting up, and that they don't
Yeah,
apply.
why would you care about the rules? They don't apply here.
They
So
don't apply.
that you cannot use that as a criticism.
I'm using them because they spend so much time about like they don't apply, and yet they're applying the rules. You know, and
No,
it feels
they
it
do not
feels
do an
just
awesome
very.
job of building the world. I'm never
No.
that interested in.
It's super. It's like kind of. It's. I mean,
It's all very rushed, I think is what it
very,
is.
I think it's the first 20 minutes are a bit rushed to the world and the glamour and the glitz and the process of all this stuff, and that feels kind of almost like limited, and then a lot of this stuff is not interesting. Any of the stuff with Lily Collins or Old Hollywood or the relationship that they have, and then it gets
Yeah.
to the stuff we know about Howard Hughes. If you know
I think
anything about
that's-
Howard Hughes,
I
that's
think
the
that's
other
the-
thing.
Yeah. I think this movie makes the incorrect assumption that everyone watching the movie knows a lot about Howard Hughes.
And I actually kind of think that is a detriment to the movie.
Oh, I agree.
because-
I
because
100% agree. Yeah.
Here's another thing, is that I know a lot about Howard Hughes because your boy here was obsessed with a movie made by Martin Scorsese called The Aviator.
This
growing
does
up.
take place 10 years after The Aviator,
Yes, exactly. And that
which
movie,
I think is smart.
yeah, it's very much smart, and it kind of is a bit of a continuation, as though not nearly as well shot, well acted. Pretty much everything of that movie is like superior to this in
I
every.
mean,
single
Beatty's
way.
a better Howard Hughes, of course.
No one will deny this.
No one will deny that. Not even Leo. But no, it is interesting that like but a lot of it is like continuations of that story without it being connected to it. So like if an audience had seen The Aviator and then you see this movie, you're going to be a little bit disappointed in terms of quality, but you'll understand just the story of where he's at in his life, how that movie ends with him in seclusion in a dark room by himself, away from the world, cast out, right? Like hiding because his condition is taking him over by the end of that movie. That's what happens at the end of The Aviator.
Very sad movie.
Very sad movie.
I just watched it for the
You
first time,
finally
like,
saw it. I
5
finally
days ago.
got him to watch this movie. I've been waiting 8 years for you.
It
By
had
the way,
basically been a bit at this point that I wasn't going to watch it just to piss you off.
and
now I'm I love doing research for the pod. I was like, well, now I guess I have to, and it rules. It
rules.
It rocks.
Yeah.
I understand some of the criticisms about
Screenplay.
it's fairly straightforward, sort of traditional in its structure, and I agree with that. But man, there's some bravura filmmaking in that movie. I was kind of blown away by so much of the style of it.
I just feel
that the
Scorsese's
straightforward trappings didn't really bother me.
I just feel Scorsese so much through it. Like it's like a movie that
I think
actually
he's
like
a good director too.
yeah, that
I
guy's
don't know if
pretty
people
good at
talk
his
about that
job.
enough.
Leo kind of handed him the project because it was going to be at one time potentially Michael Mann, and Mann's a producer on
Yeah,
the film.
Man wanted to make a Hughes movie for a long time.
Yeah. And then they also tried to get it to Nolan, and this is before the Batmans and everything, and he just didn't know how to do it. And so Nolan incorporated a lot of like his research and thought process of Howard Hughes into a little bit of Bruce Wayne, his version of Bruce Wayne, just not like coming with the milk stuff, but but he gave
That's why Bruce Wayne pees in jars.
exactly. But then Leo gave it to Marty, and Marty like fell in love with it, and also the idea of like, what do you mean I get to like reshoot a bunch of Hell's Angels and do old Hollywood stuff that like.
God, that movie looks so expensive.
What, Hell's Angels?
The Aviator.
The Aviator?
Hell's
No.
Angels is a whole different beast. But
Yeah.
the Aviator, I was like, this movie is massive.
How much would that movie have to cost nowadays to get made? Like 300 million, 400 million?
It's probably
Which
Killers of the Flower Moon-ish.
Like I just was
Scorsese has made some expensive movies, man.
but it did kind of make a bit of, it made some change. It didn't make like nothing.
Nobody was hurting.
Nobody was hurting. Nobody was upset. But but yeah, I love that film. And then also I watched this movie
You
growing
like
up.
love them. That's one of your favorite Scorsese.
That's one of my
right?
favorite Scorsese's. This is
Yeah.
top 5 for me. Trace, have you seen The Aviator?
I've seen it one time, and I owe it a rewatch. It's been a few years.
You damn it. It's one of those I think will get a Criterion release at a certain point.
Do you like Adam Scott?
Oh yeah, he's in that movie, huh?
Yeah, he's
I
got like a
forgot.
couple of scenes. He's really good for the couple of scenes he's in.
Are you talking Howard Hughes to me?
You got a movie where like there are cameos by like Kate
Podcaster.
Bosworth, Willem Dafoe, and Jude Law. Like these are people that just do random like 1-2 scenes and that's it. And it's and Alda's so good in that. Alan Alda's
I don't
so
really
good in that
understand why Kate Blanchett won an Oscar for that.
because she played Katharine Hepburn and Katharine Hepburn won 4
that's
Oscars.
why.
That's really what it is. But I also think she is pretty good.
She's good. but
She's
not,
good.
Like,
No.
I wasn't blown away by it. She's doing a lot. I mean, I understand. Like,
I mean,
it's
you have to do
it's
that.
Very,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
very big performance.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's one of Leo's best. I think it's like, I go back and forth. Is it his best? I think Catch Me If You Can. I think that. I think One Battle, the Django.
He's quite good in the film
Once
The
upon
Wolf of Wall Street.
He's pretty good in that. Once Upon a Time in
I
Hollywood.
watched an hour of The Wolf of Wall Street earlier this week.
Just
I gotta finish it. What a movie.
you got. Is it one of those like you gotta watch or like where you drop the remote, watch 30 minutes?
Well, it's one of those where I'm just like, this guy is so cool.
I wanna be just
I wanna
like him.
Be like him.
Was that one of? Thank God we weren't around because I think.
I was around when that movie came out. Actually, I was alive.
Well, I know you were alive, but I'm talking
I
about
saw it in
as
theaters. In
your
fact,
fucking career, idiot. It would have been very annoying, I think, to be around online.
oh, Twitter would have been
Yeah.
absolutely insufferable when that movie came out.
I think it was already.
I mean, it was
insufferable.
still insufferable.
It still kind of is
remember,
insufferable when you talk about that
people-
movie, like-
people are like, that just glorifies Jordan Belfort. You think Martin Scorsese is
Would
glorifying
glorify-
Jordan Belfort? I mean, the last scene is the skeleton key of that movie.
Yes,
just
it is.
unlocks everything.
It does, and that's what's so great about it. It's like you go on this 3-hour debaucherous ride, and then that last scene, just like
Martin
Opens up.
Scorsese, very good
and,
at last
and then he
scenes.
teaches you how to sell a pen. Like,
yeah,
after
just
that,
gotta
you
sell a
get-
pen.
you get
That's
the
what
whole
it's all
movie, and
about.
then
Just
you gotta
unlock
start your
that
own
key.
business.
Yeah,
You know who's great in Wolf of Wall Street?
you're gonna say Margot Robbie, aren't you?
My main man,
Oh, Barenthal.
Bernthal,
Jonah.
baby. Podcaster.
You know what Bernenthal's going to be in? New Spider-Man
Uh,
movie.
Is he?
Yeah, he's going to be Punisher.
Oh God, they are so cooked, man. Oh my God, I forgot he was Punisher.
But you know what else he's going to be in?
Oh, Odyssey.
He's going to be in the Odyssey. But he's
Yeah.
going to be in the horse. He's in the horse. He's in the horse. Trailer looks great. I
That'll be
watched the
fun.
trailer. Looks great.
Haven't watched it.
Can't wait. Are you going to go in blind?
I'll see it if it's in a theater, but I'm not going to watch it on my phone or anything.
I put it on the TV. I put it on the TV.
Yeah, I haven't seen the trailer either, but I've seen the screen
Seen his
caps
helmet.
I've seen the screen caps of the director of the Smashing Machine in the costume.
Yeah,
People are
good.
really hating on him.
Yeah, you're one of them. Shut the fuck up. You're one of them.
Came out, they're like,
Cooked.
Did you guys see that? Did you guys see that alternative Smashing Machine poster that he posted?
yes, I did see that.
No, I didn't.
And he was
Wait.
like, I was the only one.
I
pushing
really
this
lobbied for this poster.
Hold on, let me. I think I could. I have it right here because I sent it to someone. Just
Anyway, while Trace is sending, what is
oh,
it?
you're not gonna see it. I'll
I'm not
just
gonna
send it
see
to you.
it.
Ryan.
Just send it to me. This is really great for the podcast.
I'm familiar with it, but
well,
yeah.
just to, let me do a description.
Yeah.
It is just.
Wait,
it looks like
you know why he's
Microsoft
got to do the
Paint-
description because the rules don't apply on this fucking episode. There
That's
you
true.
go.
Rules don't apply.
They don't
It is
apply. Eric, if you're getting mad at this episode, guess what? The rules don't fucking apply. Anyway, go Trace.
It's just a very crude single line drawing of an outline of a very large man, but his proportions are like all off. He has very long legs and long arms, and it just like very roughly says like the Smashing Machine on him with like the cast and A24.
Why didn't you?
And
It's sort of like if a toddler accidentally drew something that looked like a Picasso.
yeah. And
what
he
in the hell?
and he photoshopped Dwayne's head on the top of it.
Wait a minute. Why did he do this?
He said he was the only one pulling for this poster.
Why is his leg so long and his torso is just gone?
I mean, look, it's impressionistic, man. All right.
Well, the impression is he's not a very good director, and he clearly doesn't know how to make good decisions on his freaking poster.
I didn't care for Smashing Machine, but Smashing Machine is a movie made by a guy with a vision.
Listen, I will say this. At least he tried to do something different than his brother, because his brother basically just made the same movie that they did the previous 2 times.
He's really good at it.
And he's really good at it. It's not. I'm not. It's listen. I'm not getting mad. I'm not being mean. It's not. That's not a terrible criticism to make, right, Jay? It's that he's.
If I had 3 incredible fillets once a month for 3 months, I'd be ecstatic.
Yeah, but like those same fillets are just the same thing. You're not getting anything new out of them. Like they're like. There's a little bit of diminishing returns, I think, with Mario Supreme as opposed to the last 2 films, but it's still still better than most films that came out this year.
He only does everything in life one time.
Exactly. There you go.
He's only kissed a woman one time because he was like, I got it.
I got it. I figured it out.
Off the list.
I figured it out. Check it off.
It'll never get better than this.
Check it off the bucket list, directed by Rob Reiner.
Nope.
What?
Brian.
What? I'm going to ask you a question also too. And
Brian, I know that the rules don't apply, but I think that might be a little too soon.
Well, you're the one who watched The American President and hated it, so I don't know what.
I didn't hate it. I was just like, God, this is the Sorkiniest.
He could have watched any of the Rob Reiner movies. Post his death. He watched that one.
I just saw it on Netflix or something. It was somewhere.
Is it on Netflix? Well, it's an extremely rewatchable film.
Yeah.
Yeah. Without that, we don't get the
tough watch in 2025.
Yes, they are. It's a liberal wet dream fantasy from Aaron Sorkin. God, he's never written one of those before. Like,
well, yeah, you either have a taste, you have a level of Sorkin.
Did you ever watch The West Wing?
No.
Okay.
And after American President, I will not be watching The West Wing.
He basically had. Do you know the story of that film? He had like
The West Wing?
Oh no, of the American President. So he had like he wrote a script for it, and it was essentially like 250 pages. And they're like, you cannot do all this. Like, this is insane. And so he pared it down for Rob Reiner. And he took all the bits out that he didn't use and kind of reincorporated some of the things that he did use in The American President. And that's how he kind of morphed it.
And he brought Michael Sheen back.
Yes. No. Well, Martin Sheen, not Michael
Martin Sheen. Sorry.
And
Sheen.
I was like, you got that name wrong.
Rules don't apply.
Yeah, and rules don't apply.
Yes.
Yes, he is. And so he put all that together, sent it to NBC, and
pivotal character to the film.
Such a pivotal character, like the titular rules, because he does rule. Anyway, I think that this movie is. It is frustrating because I do, and then I think by the end, Jay, the ending of this movie is bona fide stupid. It's like I laughed so hard. I was laughing so hard by the end of this movie. With
which
like
part is stupid?
Him in the bed, the boy coming in there.
No, him in the bed is good.
Him in the bed looking like Ebenezer Scrooge. You know what I mean? Like somebody's waiting to give him tapioca pudding. The little kid's just like standing at the edge of the bed. And that was kind of endearing. But then like them just like
gave him the strength.
Yeah, gave him the strength. And then at the end
he's to the reporters.
At the end he's just like, you know what?
Liked it.
Fuck it. And then he just like bolts out of the room with the girl and the kid. That's not even his. And he just sits there and he's like, oh no.
No, I like when he's there and he's sort of, it's like that to me was like Robert De Niro at the end of The Irishman, where he's just like,
just as affecting,
thinking about the.
If you think this is The
all
Irishman,
the regrets in his life, it is his Irishman. It
Jay,
is nowhere close.
If you think this is The Irishman, this is the Funny or Die version of The Irishman. Get the fuck out of here,
Ryan. I don't care for Warren Beatty. So me saying this is it's like The Irishman that I don't care for that much. I like this.
It's like an Irishman from someone who tried really hard.
It's Diet Irishman, all right? It's not as good as regular Irishman. It's artificial sugar, not the real stuff.
I get Ryan's point on why the ending's stupid, and
it's so dumb.
I think
so silly.
I think a lot of the problem comes with the fact that this movie halfway through suddenly doesn't know what it wants to be about, because you do spend the first half hour, 45 minutes or so with Alden Ehrenreich and Lily Collins and setting up their dynamic and their potential romance. And then once Howard Hughes is introduced into the picture
with
via
incredible scene, by the way, of him eating a TV dinner, like the way he crumples the top of it. I'm like, that's an old man who's had a TV dinner once or twice before, because the net's been out. You know,
his entrance shot of him kind of uncannily and spookily standing in the doorway in the dark,
looking like Nosferatu coming out in this fucking film.
It's good. This is the man who has like manicured his persona.
No, you're right, Jay. You're absolutely right. No, you're totally right.
In history,
it's just so funny. Like, you spent 20 goddamn years, almost 30 years, waiting to come back for the screen, and
he learned humility. Like, that's what happened in his 15 years away.
It's just a funny shot.
They didn't show the fingernails, but it looked like he was coming in.
There were a few things
like Bram Stoker's Dracula.
There were a few things in this movie.
The rules do not apply.
There were a few things in this movie that made me laugh very hard, and that was one of them. But it really, like, once
mustache also too is
ridiculous.
It's so ridiculous.
I mean, he's 20 years too old for this role.
He's 20. Like he's 20 years old for every role that we've talked about.
Is exactly right. He was a star football player when he was like 42. He was John Reed when John Reed was 28, when he was like 47. He's the most vain actor of all time.
Actually, Jay, the only time he was age appropriate, and we set this on Bullworth, was when he was a politician, because you could be 80 fucking years old, and be the president of the United States. So he actually got that one right. He just didn't know it at the time.
Movie made by a 58-year-old that should have been made by a 28-year-old. So it's, you know.
Once
he was always a little out of his depth.
Once Howard Hughes is introduced into the picture in earnest, after we spend a long time with Lily Collins.
Wait, Warren Beatty was in earnest?
No, but he is not.
Shut up and let him talk, please. Give him one rule tonight.
Howard Hughes is not, or Warren Beatty was not Ernest.
That would have been wild, by the way.
I thought he was the warden in Ernest Goes to Jail.
We spent a long time of Lily Collins talking about how she wants to meet Howard Hughes. Why hasn't she met Howard Hughes yet? And Alden Ehrenreich's like, I haven't met him either. Holy shit.
He's the shadowy figure, and he literally is.
It is funny when he's like, guess what? I haven't met him either. And I'm a driver.
Immediately pulls back into the street, like pulled over for that one line, and then pulled back into the road. Once that happens, it becomes like about Howard Hughes's sphere of influence and like his eccentricities, and him as this basically as this eccentric figure later at this point in his life. And it kind of like doesn't know how to keep up with both competing storylines at once. And then in the final scene, they kind of converge where you have they converge where you have that scene of his son that he's meeting for the first time, talking to him, and yes, giving him the strength to talk to reporters,
convince people that he's not senile.
Yes, and that's followed by Alden Ehrenreich quitting his job, and then him and Lily Collins running off together and being in love, even though they haven't seen each other in like
5 years.
5 years at this point.
5 years.
I was charmed. I can't
5 years that's conveyed in like 2 minutes.
Yes,
it's one cut and bam, 5 years.
The timeline of this movie is not entirely clear.
No, it's crazy. I think that I agree with you, Trace. Like when I was watching the film, I felt like Warren Beatty had two films. One, a movie about a starlet and a driver for a studio system falling in love in this time, almost like a what's that one film with Renee Zellweger and Ewan McGregor, Down with Love, only set in like Los Angeles, right?
Bridget Jones' Diary.
No, it's Down with Love.
Driving Miss Daisy.
God damn you both. Anyway, So I kind of figured like he had like some sort of like love story there. And then he had the Howard Hughes biopic. And I think the thing about this is what I firmly believe. Jay may have the facts. This is what I firmly believe. I think somebody beat him to the punch, literally. And so then he goes, I have to make something else.
Well, 17 guys beat him to the punch. I mean,
exactly.
This was something he wanted to make forever, and it kept getting taken away from him.
Exactly. But then also, literally Leonardo DiCaprio and Martin Scorsese make this film in 2004. And it's like, well, shit, I wanted to make a Howard Hughes movie. So he has to come up with a new way. And I do think that to Jay's point, I know, Jay, we've kind of made fun of this all night, me and Trace have. But the interesting things of the film is the Hughes meta-contextuality with Beatty. And if you throw that back and forth, all that is really fascinating. But when you're, and that also incorporates Lily Collins to a certain degree. It has to. And that sequence almost felt like it was like it was so long and it was so convoluted. It almost, and it was just creeping me out. It felt like the De Niro and Juliette Lewis scene in Cape Fear. I bet like I was just like, how long is this one single scene in the middle of this movie going to be? And how creepy can both of these two actors feel in the moment? But anyway, it kind of gets to that point where these are necessary parts.
It does make Hughes feel like an asshole, though.
He's definitely an asshole because he's now in like his 60s, 70s. He's married and he's still doing the things that, like, if you watch
himself is well into his 70s in this movie.
Yes, but you're talking about like Hughes. If you just watch something like The Aviator, for the audience and the reference point, when Katharine Hepburn in that movie leaves Howard Hughes, he literally is auditioning a 14-year-old, to be his next girlfriend. He's got women.
Crazy.
It's crazy. He's got women on the payroll of all ages, right? And he's still going out with movie stars, and he's a playboy philanthropist throwing money.
That's kind of how Warren Beatty.
I understand that's how Warren Beatty is, but he hasn't been like that for 25 to 30 fucking years.
That's why he's like, this is bad.
Yeah, I understand, but he's aged out of it and he hasn't acted. And I think the problem is, it's like, he can be in this. Somebody needed to polish his script and he didn't need to direct it, because my God, there is a disconnect here between the performer that looks like a guy that hasn't performed in 20 years and the director and writer who hasn't made a film in 20 to 25 years.
Well, you know what I'm going to say is just, this is as good and bad as every other Warren Beatty performance. I don't like Warren Beatty.
I know you're going to say that. I disagree. Like, I think he's really
good in Reds.
I think he's a good actor.
He's good in Reds, I think. He's good in Bonnie and Clyde.
He's good in stuff also that he's great in McCabe Miss Miller. That's
great in McCabe and Miss Miller.
Probably his best performance ever.
But he wasn't directing himself.
Exactly. And that's the thing. It's like,
and I think he's Robert Alden.
I think he's a good director, a good actor, and he's a so-so writer. Because Dick Tracy, Heaven Can Wait, Bulworth, and this, you're like, ooh. And a lot of what works in Red is Elaine May. We talked about that.
That's the best parts of the movie.
Those are the best parts of the movie.
Elaine May did.
Yes. And even
I will say Elaine May, yes, definitely a better writer than Warren Beatty, but Elaine May is a better writer than William Shakespeare.
Whoa, okay. That's no needed shots at Paul Mescal here on this podcast.
I'm just down on Shakespeare after Hamlet.
Yeah, you're really you're going to get in trouble. Eric's just going to come and fly to Georgia and punch you in the face at a certain point.
He was mad at me on that Dick Tracy episode.
He was not putting up with it.
He was fuming.
I can't put my finger on what it is, but there is a missing ingredient from all this. That just, because some of the parts work, but it's scene to scene where you're on a tightrope trying to figure out, is this thing good or not?
I mean, it would be nice if it didn't look like The Devil Wears Prada.
It looks, it is.
Whoa. I would say I would take The Devil Wears Prada over this.
I like The Devil Wears Prada, right? It's not exactly Mishima.
But that one's at least contemporary to what it's supposed to be. This does not look like a movie from this era at all. Mm-hmm. It doesn't even.
No.
It's got such a digital.
It has
It's
such a
got-
very overlit digital, like
it's got that
very-
digital sheen Netflix kind of thing that you
very
hate.
Do you like
almost
Mank?
like it almost looks.
Do I like Mank? No, Jay. Don't you say it. Don't you say it. I think this movie
He's
looks
gonna say
better.
it.
I think this looks better than Mank. Don't even start.
It looks better than Mank, but Mank.
No, wait, no. I think Mank looks better than this. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to confuse
Yes,
myself.
Mank looks better than
than
Rules
this.
Don't Apply. I will
Yes,
admit,
correct.
but Mank is doing kind of the same thing.
Yeah, but it's made by
In a
a
much better
competent
way. And
filmmaker
purposely,
that's been
David
making
Fincher
movies.
Nobody's better than David Fincher.
We
David
had
Fincher
this
better-
conversation today. You threw this in the group chat.
David Fincher better than William Shakespeare.
better than Elaine May.
Whoa.
It's tough.
Well, I mean, Elaine May. Ooh. David Fincher could never do the Heartbreak Kid. So no, sorry, Trace.
Elaine May could do Zodiac.
She could do Alien.
Actually,
3.
she did. I mean, she did Mikey and Nikki.
Exactly. She did Ishtar. That's what Zodiac is.
Warren Beatty.
Ishtar rules.
Yeah.
Warren Beatty better than Woody Allen.
Good friends.
They were good friends.
I'm sure they were.
They dated the same woman.
I don't know about that. I mean, based off of this series, I don't know if I can go the full Warren. I mean, as a human being, probably 1,000%.
What's
As
what
a
did he do?
filmmaker, no, I think Woody Allen's a better filmmaker.
I just wanted to throw some chaotic stuff.
Yeah,
in
I know
this.
you wanted to
I've,
do
I've,
that.
I've, I've
Rules
never
don't-
seen
rules
a
don't
Woody
apply.
Allen.
Rules
Go
don't
and
apply.
talk about Woody Allen
Yeah.
today.
I've never seen a Woody Allen film.
What?
Yeah, I've never.
Are you
seen a Woody Allen- Yeah, I've
I
never
haven't seen.
Is
very
that
many-
a-
I haven't
is that
seen
like
very
just
many
like
at
a-
all.
Is that like a blind spot or is that
Is that a
personal choice?
stand, or is that just something that has happened?
Either or, depending on who I'm talking to. I don't know. I guess it is just kind of like I for some reason never got around to watching.
I mean,
And
it's
then-
hard to be like, you know what I'm going to do? Really go headfirst into Woody Allen in
That's the point.
2025.
Yeah, that's what ended up happening. It's like, well, I never saw him, and then I learned about Woody Allen, the person, and I was like, well, I don't want to. I'm like, I'm just not.
What am I
interested in
going to
watching
do? Be at dinner with people that I'm half familiar with and be like, you know what I've been doing lately? Watching all
Woody Allen movies.
I
Like,
have
really
ta-
getting in deep.
Listen, I have talked to you about this, Jay, as potentially what if we did
All canceled. Oops, all canceled.
Yeah, oops, I canceled directors.
That's pretty funny.
And I think that no, but like Trace, I don't think you can tell the story of like the 60s and 70s of filmmaking without talking about Polanski.
I mean, what's
and
the
Woody
it's
Allen.
Polanski, it's Woody. You throw Melly Mel in there.
And we'd
Yeah.
figure out the rest. You know,
Yeah.
you could do a one-off. Spacey did Beyond the Sea, right? So there you go.
Spacey, he's back.
Just to, yeah, you were seeing a video of him tap dancing earlier.
Tap
I'm
dancing.
like, of course you brought this up. No, I mean, like, I just I've seen a good chunk of his films, not all of his films, Trace. I mean, like, you can't tell the story without. They're terrible people, and you can put that in the context of it.
Yeah.
But like Rosemary's Baby is an incredible film.
Oh yeah,
Brett,
and like
you throw in Brett
it's
Ratner
masterpiece,
in
yeah.
there.
he produced this.
He did.
Yeah.
He did.
He
Produce
did
this.
produce
The
this.
Rat Pack Productions, man.
Yeah. Oh my god, when I saw that, I was like, Warren, no.
At least Brett Ratner lost some money on this one. That's one positive you could say.
Can I ask a wild question?
No,
Okay.
Rules don't apply today. You can do it.
If he's hanging out with Brett Ratner, is Warren in the files?
Oh my god.
there would be things that surprise me far less than Warren Beatty. being
That
in the
is
Files,
actually a fair point.
It's not. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised, but I'm also like, please God, no. Like,
I'm gonna look it up. I bet there's a picture out there.
oh my God, no. Jay, that's ChatGPT. That's AI.
I don't believe it for a second. It's
I don't
AI.
believe it first. Well, I mean, based off of some of the images in this film, it.
I was gonna say about the look of this movie. It looks distinctly sitcom-y at times.
Yes.
Just like with a very just kind of like bare bones.
It feels sitcom.
Yeah, the editing feels very sitcom-y.
Well, I think a lot about this movie is explained once you see that it had 4 editors.
Well, that's a Beatty special because people hate working with him, and editors hate working with him. Like
Yeah, he's a Malik level
He's
Yeah.
like,
Find
he's
it
got
in the edit.
no one. Well, I mean, you watch that scene in the Aviator, Jay, and they're cutting Hell's Angels. He's got his whole department cutting like
So
25.
he's got like 7 miles of film or
Yeah,
whatever.
25 miles of film, and they're like, "When are we going to see your epic, Mr. Hughes?" And it's all these different reels, and he's talking to Noah Dietrich, played by John C. Reilly in the film, and he goes like, "Do you remember that shot on reel 10?" He goes, "I don't know what the hell reel 10 is, to be honest with you," and that's what it kind of
He's
feels
the
like with
ultimate
Warren Beatty.
perfectionist.
Yeah,
All these guys love Howard Hughes. They see themselves as Howard Hughes, who
They see it as Warren
just
Hughes.
like Warren Hughes.
yeah.
He was just at the time, celebrity wasn't what it came to be. So it was like he was this guy who was famous for getting women and getting what he wanted and
Unlimited
making,
resources.
like scientific progress while
Yeah.
also making art. He was who all of these people wanted to be.
Yeah,
And there weren't many other people like him. And so it was
dudes wanted to be this. To be fair,
monoculture element to Howard Hughes, where it's just like he was the guy. And so all of these people wanted to make a Howard Hughes movie.
Who's the Howard Hughes now?
He's sort of a one of one. I mean, there's nobody
Mr. Beast.
really like Howard Hughes. Oh, Mr. Beast.
Because Mr. Beast is smashing that like and review and subscribe button and in the bedroom. No,
Season of the Beast games coming out soon. I saw on a
my
YouTube
God.
ad.
Mr. Beast on apparently on Survivor season 50. They released a trailer.
That'll be pretty good.
At one point, Jeff Probst says, "Survivors, here is Mr. Beast." And the camera pans up, and it's Mr. Beast doing his little smile that he does.
are the Paul brothers still like online, or are they just switched to boxing now?
Well, Jake is a boxer.
Well, he's dead.
He doesn't have to do.
You
social
saw the
media
video.
anymore.
No, he's not. He can barely move his fingers right now. You know.
I watched the whole fight.
Uh,
It was terrible.
no, Anthony Joshua should have just like.
Well, no, the problem was Jake Paul had no interest in throwing any punches.
No, he didn't, because he saw that man without his shirt on. He went, "Holy shit!"
Well,
That's
Anthony Joshua looks like the Terminator.
Yeah, he looks. He looks like Megan said. Like, that is Frankenstein's monster. He looks like built out of a lab. Like, he's so huge, and his like arm
Him
was
and
bigger than
Elordi.
his head. Yeah, him and Elordi. Oh my God, they're huge, and he's just. It was just like he was toying with him. It was hilarious.
It wasn't even that he was toying with him. It was just that Jake Paul kept circling around him so that he couldn't get punched.
Well, the thing about it is that like Jake Paul's only been fighting like people like Robert De Niro in The
I will
Irishman.
give Jake hand up. I will give Jake Paul credit for the amount of time that he has been boxing. He is a good boxer.
But he's been fighting people way past their prime. He's not fighting people in their prime.
He is still, for the amount of time that he has been boxing, it's pretty impressive how good he is.
But he is also a massive joke.
He's still a low tier.
Yeah.
Like he has no right being on these cards.
No.
Certainly not headlining these events, but
No.
still.
He's never going to be up for a championship because he's never going to fight one of these guys.
Well, I like him on a personal level, and he is coming on for our Woody Allen series. He's a
Oh,
big
no.
Thank God. Thank God.
He's like, Woody.
loves Manhattan. Won't stop talking about Manhattan.
He's like, Annie's my girl, Annie Hall. But no, yeah. Anyway, I think that this movie, you're right, Trace, looks exactly like a sitcom. I think the lighting of it is purposeful at times.
There are
it's
lighting choices in the movie.
choices are is a word to say.
What's really interesting is that like there are certain times it actually looks good.
I think Jay's getting mad at me.
The
for being
loca-
on
the
this.
No,
low
I'm not that mad. I don't feel that passionately about this movie, but
He
the
put it in his
location,
letterbox for.
the location establishing shots that like look like kind of like vintage postcard-esque, like and actually have a discernible
That's what it
look to
is.
them.
Yeah.
Like that those look cool.
I think
Like,
some of it is actual stock footage.
maybe it is. Like
Yeah, kind of like old, like what they used to do in the old
Yeah.
black and white films back then. That's kind of cool. Like when they're in the car picking him up from the airport and Annette Bening and her in the back, and it's like, that's Los Angeles doesn't look like that anymore.
I actually kind of like the rear projection. Like I think it
Yeah.
gives it like an
No, it's
interesting
cool.
kind of texture
It
to those
does have
scenes.
that, give it that period.
I wish it was more
Yeah.
sets rather than locations. Like I kind of feel like it should have just been It felt like there was more locations.
I mean,
stuff
are there
than
that
were.
many locations?
I felt like everything outside just felt like it was absolutely.
There are some
outside.
locations where the camera is absolutely still because 5 feet to the left is an advertisement for Mr. Beast.
Is a Chipotle. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we talk about this cast?
It's loaded.
Large
It is large
and in charge.
And it gives a lot of people absolutely nothing to do. And I will say this, having just seen Marty Supreme,
Yes.
I am like, it's better to have weirdos with incredible looks in the smaller roles than the distraction of Candice Bergen as a thankless secretary.
Yeah, I do. Agree.
I think even having Annette Bening as the mom, like she's just like, it's like
that makes slightly more sense to me, but
I mean, it makes sense because he's like, hey, you want to be in my picture? Yes, honey, I'll be in your picture. Take your pills.
see, I can sort of just get to that's his wife. I understand.
I know, I could get that too, but then like, I even think like Matthew Broderick.
I was going to say Broderick. I don't think is very.
He sucks. Let's just say he sucks in this movie. He's terrible.
He's pretty bad.
He's pretty.
He seems like a very like that. He seems like a very distinctly kind of like outmoded decision to like put in this movie. That
it kind of looked like a Farrelly Brothers performance, like a Farrelly Brothers movie performance. That's what it was trying to remind me of. Just like from outer space, was plucked, and that's where Matthew Broderick came from.
I'll tell you who I was. Just like I like this performer, and I wish she was in more stuff. I like Haley Bennett.
Yeah. I think why did Trace's voice went higher than mine? Yeah. Yeah. I think she is really good in this. I mean, what has she been doing the last couple of years? I mean, like oh man, this is a terrible run of films.
I mean, she's not in an amazing place right now.
Yeah, the rules are not applying to her.
She played the mom in Borderlands. That's tough.
That's rough. She was, I think, the girl that got killed in The Girl on the Train.
I liked
Swallow. Yeah, she's good in that. Did you ever see that, Trace?
No, I didn't see that one.
Sequel coming out soon. I think you know what it is.
Wow.
She's in The Devil All the Time. She's, I think, the sister in Hillbilly Elegy. She's
good
terrible.
in Cyrano.
Yeah, Cyrano, a movie we don't talk about enough. Actually, pretty good
Cyrano.
movie. We like Cyrano. She's the racist white lady in Till. Pretty thankless role there. She plays
That
like
is a movie that I forgot existed.
Till.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. Now who's racist? Anyway, Magazine Dream. She's in that.
I remember Deadweiler was amazing in that, but
Yeah, she did all the eye twitching and lip quivering. That's not acting. It's everybody was no. She was not.
I
that
remember
good.
her being good. Oh, she was in Magazine Dreams. That did well.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. Trace, did you see Magazine Dreams?
I only a million times.
Well, you interviewed Jonathan Majors for it.
Yeah,
You guys hung out.
Yeah, we did. And this,
I gotta say this, not to throw shade at people, but when that movie was coming out, a lot of people did actually interview him, and I wouldn't want to say it at the time, but
When it was actually coming out, or when it premiered? Because when it premiered, he wasn't in.
No. It premiered at Sundance. I reviewed it, gave it like a C plus. It's basically a ripoff of Raging Bull, right? And King of Comedy. It's pretty low rent, but he's good in it.
Jonathan Majors, he was a good actor.
Yeah. And then the movie actually came out post all the allegations, lawsuit, all that stuff.
Which was a long time after.
It was earlier it was in early 2025.
Yeah.
And people sat down and did TV interviews with him, and he did podcasts. And I just kind of sat there and I was like, oh, so you guys are just like okay with what happened.
Oh yeah.
And these are like people we know.
Yeah.
So it was crazy that it had just happened.
Yeah.
But if Jay did it, it would just be a normal Sunday, you know?
And I'd be okay with
I
it.
love Big J.
But yeah, I mean, a lot of his guys are in this, like Paul Sorvino's in this for like a scene. Martin Sheen's in this.
I would have liked
Oliver Platt.
I would have liked to see like
Platt's in this big time.
I would have liked to see like Patrick Fischler have a bigger role than just director.
Well, like Martin Sheen plays Noah Dietrich. Dietrich's kind of a big figure inside of Howard Hughes's life. He's the guy that running the finances, running all of it. He's basically like cameo, pop in and out, bam, boom, gone. And you get more.
Ed Harris is in this for a scene and a half.
So is Amy Madigan.
Yeah.
Because they're married in real life. Did you know that, Jay?
I did not know that.
Ed Harris and Aunt Gladys are.
Dang, they've been married for 42 years.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Which is, there's that infamous clip, speaking of Zoe Kazan, of Elia Kazan getting honored at the Oscars, or like, and they gave him a standing ovation, except Ed Harris and Amy Madigan. They did not stand up because, well, he just, you know about Elia Kazan.
Like
everybody
his,
knows. Well, he turned on everybody. Well, he turned on everybody.
Paul Schneider rocking the worst spray tan in cinema history.
Mnuchin's in this movie.
I mean, there's a lot of folks in this movie.
Yeah. He's one of the Merrill Lynch executives, Steve Mnuchin. Remember him? I think the person that looks terrible in this movie is Alec Baldwin. Baldwin looks fucking rough.
He's fine in that.
No, he looks rough. Like his performance is fine, which is very funny that because Alec Baldwin is also Juan Tripp.
Well, with old Alec, you gotta see where he was at in his personal life with any film he was shooting.
Well, but Jay, he's also in The Aviator. He plays Juan Tripp in that, the head of Pan Am, and now he's like making a business deal in this with.
Now he's the guy taking over TWA.
Exactly. And so it's kind of, there's a little bit of meta stuff there too. There's no way he didn't watch. God, there's just no way Warren Beatty did not watch The Aviator and go to like, I'm just gonna continue off of that storyline. There's just so many connections to this. But anyway, yeah.
Can we talk Alden?
Coogan's terrible in this movie. Holy shit! When Coogan just pops up in the British,
I'm upset about a Coogan pop in.
Billy
Gotta be
Graham.
honest, Coogan's one of my guys.
Yeah, I feel like it's just so brief that I didn't even really think about it. I was like, oh, there's Steve Coogan. Like,
but it just looks like he looks like he's doing a British, like, like.
Here's the thing with this movie, though. Here's really, and this is my big thing with this movie. It already feels like it's a farce comedy.
It's a goofy movie,
like a Funny or Die sketch.
And so, like when
it reminds me of a mid '90s Disney movie, a goofy movie.
It reminds me of that movie specifically.
Okay,
when something like that happens in this movie, I almost don't even register it because there's like a million other more batshit insane things happening in this movie at any given moment. Which, like, why? Like, there is.
We haven't talked about Alden Ehrenreich cream in his jeans.
Yeah, he jizzes in his pants. There's ample runtime dedicated to Mr.
our family
Howard Hughes.
Listeners out there. I'm sorry for Trace's language.
He really needs his fucking banana nut ice cream or whatever. This is like
banana nutted all right.
I feel like this is 20 minutes of the movie. Is kind of overall dedicated to him getting this ice cream in some
How
capacity.
am I supposed to transport all this ice cream? And I'm like, man, take the sale. Like just take the sale.
I just love that he used like a blow dryer for like I didn't know that just gets rid of the stain of
the stain.
Hey, I mean now next time you're having that situation.
I learned something.
There.
It's a movie where you feel and you learn.
Yeah.
There's also this was another thing that made me laugh.
Half of me was thinking like, is Alden Ehrenreich the father of that child because he creamed his pants and like it's like is that what they're gonna imply there? But then yeah, I'm like, did it go that way? Like, no, I was like I remember a kid being in this movie. I couldn't remember that, and then I was like, oh no, she's with Howard Hughes. Okay,
did it permeate the slacks?
That's what I'm saying. Those are strong guys. You know what I mean?
They burst right through.
Yeah. They broke on through to the other side. There you go. No, what were you gonna say, Trace?
There's this scene where it's the first scene where Frank meets Howard Hughes and they're walking down this pier. And it's such a long scene. They're walking.
Long.
It's following them from the front, so the camera's going like backwards. And they're talking, and they finally get to where they're going. They get there.
Open up a sandwich.
There's 2 hamburgers they're waiting for.
That's funny.
It's so
I liked
funny.
it. That's like purposefully funny.
It was funny. It just was so
And they're like,
insane.
you could have some of that, like it's just there. It's so, but that also.
Check and Frank is like, no, Mr. Hughes, this one's on me.
Yeah. It is, but that is a little bit of the Howard Hughes thing too. It was just like they would have people 100% already.
But instead of it being kind of scary, intimidating in The Aviator, it's like goofy in this.
Yeah, it's like, well, because
Beatty's been pretty good at farce.
He's an old man with those like those strawberry candies in his pocket. That's what the kind of Howard Hughes we're dealing with here. He would never have a candy in his pocket because he would just think it gets sticky and crazy. But anyway, yeah, you don't see a lot of like you see him just be like sort of very scatterbrained, but you don't really see the OCD here as much as you do in that film. You just see a reclusive man. You just see a man that doesn't want to be a part of society, which is,
and he's kind of sad.
yeah. But Beatty is not. Beatty was the man of the town and was, creaming jeans left and right.
Well, you're getting
right?
to the what's good about this movie.
But so that's what's so fascinating about this is that why is he still obsessed with a man like this if he can't play him in his prime? Is that he relates?
He's always seen himself as Howard Hughes.
And when you just said, Jay, like he's kind of sad, and he finds comfort in being a recluse. And this movie is essentially, I kind of feel like the press conference stuff, as silly as it is a meta thing of everybody probably telling him over the last 20 years, where are you? Why haven't you why haven't you made a movie? Why aren't you doing anything? What's the next project? It's a little bit of like, are you even alive? Are you, Jay, relevant, Warren Beatty? And it's a little bit of like,
look.
yeah, I can, and that's when like he's in the bed, and yes, the whole setup of the bed is silly and terrible. But then something happens. He flips a switch, and for that brief second, the guy that you've hated in 4 films in the last, 4 episodes,
he's cooking on the phone.
He comes back to life, and there's that old Warren Beatty that Jay thinks is like that, that had every girl wanting him, and every guy wanted to be him. Yeah,
a movie like this is a guy who, in
so
my
he
mind,
can do it.
He hasn't been around for 15 years, and people don't really care.
Yeah,
and so he's grappling with that idea.
Well, I mean, I think a lot of people in business do care, but not like the general culture, is what you're saying.
Obviously, they care enough to give him $25 million, and
yeah.
he's.
I thought you were talking about Hughes in relation.
No, I'm talking about Beatty himself.
Beatty himself. Okay, yeah, no, I don't think because no one's like really. I mean, somebody gave him $25 million.
I mean, this biography I read was published in 2010, and in the first chapter of that book, the author is just like, you might be wondering why I'm writing about a guy that nobody cares about anymore. And that was 6 years before this.
Oh, they really let that
out.
go to publication, huh? They were just like, well,
that's kind of rude.
My hypothesis is, why the fuck should you read this?
Yeah.
Well, let me tell you why. No, it's completely fascinating. That's why it's like, but and what's really funny is like he talked like at the beginning of this is like the Alden Ehrenreich, I believe, says like the marriage doesn't really exist. And Beatty's like the most happiest man in the world. But I think that there's a little bit of that. She's off making movies. She's off doing and getting nominated for things. She has her own life, and he's at home.
Yeah.
Or he's doing something behind the scenes, or he's doing something to pass the time because he's in the world of where Reds and all his movies are probably getting rescreened, and there's all these Q&As and things in Los Angeles. He's not going to any of those. You never see like Warren Beatty out
right
talking about Reds and why he made it and why he was such an asshole back then. Like
Before he was, the biggest celebrity in America.
Exactly. You don't hear any of that. You don't see it. Like literally for most people that are younger than all 3 of us, the Oscars moment is what they know Warren Beatty for.
And Rules Don't Apply. Which everyone
went to see.
Nobody went to see it.
The other thing about this movie is that it is a movie of half-truths. And that is established or in the opening card of the film. Never check an interesting fact, Howard Hughes. And so there are no, Wikipedia pages for any of these actresses that they portray in the movie. These are all more ideas of people than actual people. And that's another reason I think Beatty is bringing a lot of himself to the movie. It is this sort of amalgamation of Hughes's, what he knows about Hughes and also his life experiences, which adds another meta layer that is compelling to me.
I do think it is funny that if his big question or his big meditation is, does anyone still care about me? And what does the industry look like past my involvement in it? The answer was resoundingly, no, no one cares about me. No one wants to go see my movie.
It is true. That
The
almost
answer-
makes it more interesting.
Well, that's the thing is that he has the press conference like, yeah, you're still alive. What's the next big thing you're going to do? Oh, it'll be something, and then it'll be lost and forgotten in time.
Dick Tracy 2 is coming.
That's not gonna.
He's
gonna
kept the
happen.
rights.
He can keep the rights all he wants. It's not going to happen. You know what I mean? You know,
Ehrenreich. He's awesome in this. And I love
He is
him
good.
as an actor. This was the same year as Hail Caesar. I saw him in Hail Caesar and I was like, movie star for the next 30 years. He's so good in that movie. And then Solo murdered his career. He was
Yeah.
dead in the water.
Yeah.
And I'm so glad that he had a revival in 2025 a little bit with weapons. Obviously, he had a small part in Oppenheimer, which I think he's good in that movie too. But weapons, a meteor role. I hope he's sort of coming back. He had that movie Fair Play that he got a little bit of acclaim for. I didn't think that movie was very good, but he got a little run on that. But before that, it was like he was one of the leads in Cocaine Bear, and I was like, this guy is done. I cannot believe that this is what he has become. But
Yeah. It really seemed like he was
I
stuck in the
love him.
dregs.
Yeah,
I'd like to see him in more substantial roles as well, because he's obviously great. But yeah, he's been kind of stuck with some not so hot performances. I think Lily Collins in this is like serviceable.
serviceable. That's where I would put her too. Yeah,
Yeah, like I don't think she's bad. I don't know that she fits 100%, but then again, like I said, I don't know if anyone fits in this 100%.
I also don't
so
think
it's-
she's supposed to be this stunning talent in the movie.
Yeah, I definitely got that sense that
Yeah.
she is meant to be someone who has big dreams of Hollywood that are she can't realistically achieve, basically.
Right.
What did you guys think of the original song, or the titular song? Rules
The rules don't apply song. My eyes glazed over a little bit.
They play it so many times in
Yeah.
this movie. You hear it like 5 times.
They say rules don't apply a lot in this movie.
They say it a lot. Yeah, it is a very common
For
refrain
you,
that you hear.
The rules
The
don't
rules
apply.
don't apply. I like it was interesting. I was just fascinated with this original song for some reason. I think it was just because how much of the melodic melody of it just sounded like it was trying to sound like the Casablanca song.
Probably purposefully.
Yeah, I would say so. But
you must remember this: the rules do not apply. You stupid son of a bitch.
When you sing it like that, it sounds kind of natural. So they sound very similar.
Yeah, exactly.
And also Lily Collins got a Golden Globe nomination for this.
That was the time when the Globes were still globing, and now
She wasn't even like famous.
she was kind of at that time.
Was she Cinderella?
She was Snow White.
No, Cinderella.
No, she was Snow White.
Oh, in
You're thinking Lily. You're thinking Lily James.
Look, it's easy to confuse the lilies.
Yes.
I do think Lily James.
There was a
is the
Tarzan
superior
Sim
Lily.
film. It was called Mirror Mirror. It was with
That was the Julia
Roberts.
Roberts one.
Yes.
Okay. Yes.
That was the one, and then the other one at the time was Snow White's and the Huntsman, and that was
That was
Kristen Stewart.
K-Stew.
Yeah, it was K-Stew. And yes, and of course, Lily Collins was Snow White, but not to be confused with the Snow White that performed at the 61st Annual Academy Awards with Rob Lowe. So there you go.
Or Rachel Zegler,
There you go.
who gave a stunning turn
She's not
as
the problem.
the
with that.
original Disney princess.
Hey.
No, she is not.
I'm not.
There are
I'm
many other problems. I'm a Rachel Zegler fan.
Don't you say anything bad about Rachel Zegler. She's
I like
awesome.
Rachel Zegler.
Yeah. Fucking Gal Gadot is the problem. That's the real.
There are many other problems.
She's 1000% top 5 in those problems, though. Fucking Gal Gadot, one of the worst actresses, people maybe we have out there right now.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it. It's not
Go
controversial.
Oops, all canceled.
If she directs a movie, I guess she'll be in the canceled section of the series. Trace, any final thoughts you have on this film?
Hey, Lily Collins, Phil Collins is her father. Ted Danson is her stepfather-in-law. Malcolm McDowell is her father-in-law. I was just interested in
father-in-law.
That is what it says.
That means Mary Steenburgen is her
mother-in-law. Yeah. Very interesting. Sorry.
What do you get them all for Christmas?
Very good question.
A candle?
Celebs, they're just like us.
So that means Lily Collins is married to Ted Danson and Mary Steenburgen's son?
No, he's married. Ted Danson's the stepfather. Yes?
Well, Malcolm McDowell is the father-in-law.
Yes.
And
okay.
And that is Mary Steenburgen's
son. Yeah.
And then Ted Danson
Who's
is
the son's name?
stepfather-in-law. And the son's name is Charlie McDowell.
Yeah, Charlie McDowell, the director.
He's the one that
he made that one movie with like Ted Danson and Jason Segel on Netflix, right? I think.
And with Lily Collins in it.
Lily Collins in it?
Windfall.
Windfall. Yes. Yeah.
That movie was
interesting.
Not that good, but not
terrible.
Interesting, sure.
Yeah.
To Ryan's point.
Yeah, it was a solid 2.5. Or maybe just a 2.5. Take the solid off. But yeah, he's also okay, that makes sense. Yeah, because Ted Danson and Mary Steenburgen are married, but Malcolm McDowell, yes, and Mary Steenburgen, they once had this child. It seems
she's in the book club.
She's in the book club. Well, sadly, the book club's kind of there's no more book club. I believe.
No more book club.
Yeah, if Diane's not here, there's no more book club. Sadly. Jay, final thoughts on Rules Don't Apply and final thoughts on Beatty. We're closing them out.
Yeah, I guess we got to do our Beatty rankings too.
I got those ready to go.
All right. I think this, again, I will just say.
This is the best one so far.
As someone who is kind of just like, I don't understand the Warren Beatty thing. This is the movie where Warren Beatty is grappling with the Warren Beatty thing in the same way that I've been grappling with the Warren Beatty thing for a month and a half. So in that regard, I was kind of like, Warren, I see you. And that's a big part of why I like this movie. I also was charmed, especially in the first hour. I like the romance stuff more than y'all do. I was more, I got half goosebumps during that final scene between Warren Beatty kind of being like, oh, all the regrets I have in my life. And then these two lovebirds running off. Doesn't make sense. Not really, but I'm willing to look past it because I do think this is a film that is romantic about a lot of things and also very self-critical in a lot of ways. So it is a film that I respect a lot for what it is attempting to analyze. I think it's a very interesting movie with 700,000 flaws.
I think it's extremely goofy movie.
That's another movie from the 90s.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I still think the romance stuff doesn't work because of Lily Collins. I think she's woefully miscast. I think Ehrenreich, who I agree with you, Jay, I think he has the sauce. I think like if we put him in more stuff,
remember
I think
how good he was in Hail Caesar.
He's so good.
He was a revelation.
I think he's absolutely incredible. Like you said, in like something like Oppenheimer, I think he's wonderful in that.
He didn't do a movie for 5 years after Solo.
And he's not the problem. He's not the problem with Solo. It's not his fault that that Kathleen Kennedy fired two of the most competent directors on the planet, who make movies that people love to see. They may have unconventional ways of making movies, but people love the movies of Lord and Miller. And to go from those two guys to Ron Howard to make a pretty, I would say, the worst Star Wars movie ever made says a lot. Because that movie just has.
Is that right?
I just think it has no juice.
I
I take the prequels. I know I'm not a defender of the prequels, but I would watch those movies more than I would watch Solo.
Rise of Skywalker is the worst Star Wars movie ever made. I just want to throw that in there. But I mean, Solo is not far behind.
Alden Ehrenreich didn't release a movie from the age of 29 to 34.
That's crazy. That's somebody's prime. Yeah, he should have been like
crazy
cashing checks. And yeah, it's insane. And but now he's hopefully back and we can get him some juicy roles. And I think he's really good. I think he is good. I just wish he was in a different film. And I think for Beatty, I mean, this is going to probably be it. He's probably never going to make another film. He's probably
except for Dick Tracy too.
Well, that's guys.
Dick Tracy too. It's coming.
It's not going to happen, and not in a million years.
Straight to Tubi.
Straight to Quibi. Right? Is that the one that's gone Quibi or whatever it is?
Quibi's gone. I think it'll be released on Warren Beatty's new Warren Beatty Plus streaming
Beatty
platform, though.
Beatty Plus.
Yep.
WB Plus.
There we go. That's it.
Trademark it now, Warren. Trademark it now.
You better get on that.
WB is about to be available again.
Yeah, it really is. Warren Beatty Studios. Movies get made every 40 years. Jay, you want to do rankings real quick?
Yeah, let's do it. You want to go first? I got to pull them up.
You want me to go first?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to go 5-1 on the Warren Beatty series. I think we're going to be pretty similar.
Okay.
So my number 5 is the movie we kind of talked about today. Rules Don't Apply.
Okay.
4 is Bullworth. 3 is Heaven Can Wait. 2 Dick Tracy, and it's like runaway number 1 is Reds.
All right, we have fairly similar lists with one huge exception. My number 5 is Bullworth.
Okay.
My number 4 is Heaven Can Wait.
Okay.
My number 3 is Dick Tracy.
God damn it.
My number 2 is Rules Don't Apply. I like this movie. And my number 1 is Reds.
And it's not even close.
With a bullet.
With a bullet. Jay.
Yeah, man.
Before we get out of here, we're going to test your award season knowledge based on the film we just reviewed. Rules don't apply in the segment we like to call It's an Honor to Get Nominated. Jay, rules don't apply. Was it nominated for anything?
Apparently it was nominated for a Golden Globe, but I assume this was not nominated for any Oscars. Maybe was it possibly just given a throwaway Euro period piece costume or something?
Sadly, no. This was not nominated for anything. It was nominated for 2 AARP awards.
Oh, my favorite awards.
Best Time Capsule Award, whatever the fuck that means.
Sure.
And Best Actor for Warren Beatty.
Oh, boy.
Whoa.
That's something he didn't deserve in his whole career.
The Critics' Choice Awards did nominate Rules Don't Apply for a Critics' Choice Award. For Best Song for the song The Rules Don't Apply.
That is the name of the song.
And yes, Lily Collins was nominated for Best Actress.
Eyebrows. Oh.
Musical or comedy. Yeah, and it's like a smattering of some breakthrough awards, song awards. Someone in 2016, the San Diego Film Critics Association gave a breakthrough artist nominee for Alden Ehrenreich. Yeah, that's pretty much it. This is the year of La La Land and Moonlight.
Yeah, I guess that's right.
It's funny that he released a movie and the thing on that stage is more
Warren
relevant.
Was really pissed off. Maybe he sabotaged it because he was like, "You didn't give it to the."
You've nominated me 5 times
picture.
before at a award show. Why wasn't I nominated again? I assume neither one of you want to nominate this in any category whatsoever.
Nah.
No.
Okay. You sure, Trace?
No.
Okay.
Best sex scene.
Ooh, maybe so. Best kiss.
Best kiss.
And MTV Awards.
Best jeans.
Best slacks.
This was I mean,
Best pleated pants.
you guys wouldn't nominate the song, would you?
No, I mean I don't know what else was nominated, but
City of Stars.
Probably like 6 La La Land awards.
City of Stars
5
won. Then the audition song.
Yep.
was nominated, and then Can't Stop the Feeling from Trolls.
Of course.
How far?
JT was up for the Ehrenreich role.
Ooh,
It was between him and Ehrenreich.
I think they went with the right actor there.
JT and A.
The Empty Chair, Jim, the James Foley
Is that
story.
the Clint Eastwood song?
No, it was written by Sting.
Oh,
The Empty Chair. I get it now, son of a bitch. And then How Far I'll Go from Moana.
Moana could have gotten a couple in there.
Moana should have won that song.
Tough year to be releasing to try and get an original song nomination.
I think if Moana wins
I don't
that
know anything
song
about the
and
States.
Lin-Manuel Miranda wins that Oscar, we don't get the scuttlebutt, Jay. So sometimes you win and
The
sometimes
U.S.
you lose.
government would be very upset by that, as they have been using that as a torture mechanism.
They've been using that in
for
Guantanamo Bay the last
5 to
couple of
6
years. Yeah. That's the Beatty series.
We did it.
We did it, Jay.
Wow. Yeah.
What did you learn?
I don't like Warren Beatty that much.
Yeah. Sometimes I learned sometimes when your co-host picks a series, they're not all winners.
I'm
folks.
glad we did it, though.
I'm glad we did it, though.
Glad we did it.
It's funny that he's such an instrumental and like notable figure in Hollywood history, especially like gearing up into like the new Hollywood era. But even from like the outside looking in, as someone who hasn't seen that much of even Beatty's acting roles, he always reads to me as someone as like, who is that? What is he doing?
You're not like, I need to check this out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
Trace, can you tell everybody where they can find you and all your work on the internet and give a recommendation of the week?
Are we doing that? A recommendation? Okay.
A recommendation of the week. That's what we are. We
This
doing
is
that?
Trace's first time on the podcast.
Is not. Yeah, he's never been on Director Watch before.
While he's trying to figure that out, Ryan, do you want to tell everybody who we're doing next?
Do I want to tell him? Sure,
Yeah, go for it.
I can do that while Trace figures out the.
Now that we're
damn-
done with this series,
I forgot
like-
that was a thing. All right.
I know you
go
did
ahead.
totally forget about it because you're like, we're still doing that.
more important.
We've done 100 and something episodes, and it
I'm
shows he never listens.
I'm
you know?
I'm halfway convinced that it's never happened before.
It's bullshit. Go listen to your own episodes.
rules don't apply. Gas
Rules go to
guess.
like literally the guest is like this. Our next director is going to be a month-long series on the films of Chantal Ackerman.
Can't wait to sound like an absolute idiot.
You mean like how we did today?
Very excited about that. No, but that's when you have to take like seriously.
I know we have to be on serious mode.
Every now and then I do go into serious mode. Malik, Kozlowski, you know, Ozu.
Ozu was big time. Like Jay's like, I can't be mean. I can't be bad. So yeah, Chantal Ackerman. I'm looking forward to it. We get to cross off a big film off the list.
A big film.
Number one on the SNS.
Yes, we do. We're going to cross off the number one on the SNS. Trace, did you get your recommendation?
Not really, but I'm just gonna riff this. So you can find me on Instagram and Letterboxd at Trace Sauveur. You can find me on AwardsWatch, on either on the podcasts or on the site writing some stuff sometimes. Sometimes I'm on AV Club or the now somewhat defunct Paste magazine website. I'm also in a band called High Rise Fire. You can, if you're in Atlanta, you can come see us. I don't know when this episode is coming out. This Saturday at January 3rd.
That'll already pass.
All right.
The Regal Hollywood 24.
Yep. We should play in the parking lot. My recommendation.
It's just y'all in a random parking lot playing Trace's music.
It'd be pretty cool.
6 other people show up. Bunch of floating trash bags.
That sounds like a normal gig.
Exactly.
For us, actually.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
The only recommendation I have is that literally minutes before I got on mic to do this, I had just finished rewatching John Wick 2 with my wife. So you know what? Go back and rewatch John Wick Chapter 2.
John Wick films.
Wait, why John Wick 2?
Well, we watched both John Wick films today, or the first two. I mean,
I was going to say there's more than 2.
Yes, it's John Wick and John
You
Wick.
got to continue the journey.
Well, we were in Ireland on vacation, and one night on TV, John Wick Chapter 4 was on, and we actually ended up watching the whole thing. So we actually already watched 4.
It's a longie.
Yeah, it's my favorite though. 4 is my favorite because it's so long, and like because it's so long, there they're able to do like so much diverse stuff with the action, and they go so big with all that runtime.
I mean, there's that scene where he's like rolling down the hill. That's like 15 minutes
yes,
long.
yeah. It's yeah, that one's my favorite. So yeah, but today we were like, let's just rewatch John Wick. So maybe we'll watch 3 also. I don't know, but yeah,
I like
so
3 a
go
lot.
watch those.
All right.
Yeah, awesome.
Jay?
Letterboxd J Ledbetter, Twitter at Mr. J Ledbetter, and any writing I'm doing over at awardswatch.com. Make sure to listen to this podcast again next week, where we go from this episode to Chantal Ackerman. So people definitely want to hear us talk about that after this.
Yeah, they're going to be like, those two idiots are going to be taken serious? Go
Yeah.
right on ahead.
My recommendation of the week, I rewatched a film I don't think I had watched since high school. And man, did it take on a completely different context watching it now. And that was A History of Violence. They just came out with a 4K
Oh, man.
on Criterion. That movie rules. That is one of my favorite Cronenbergs, I think. I loved it. It's a movie that's kind of about how you don't know everything about your significant other and the lies we tell each other, as well as do people who do terrible things, like how far do we go with compassion and redemption, and is in punishment inherently, due to the people who do terrible things for terrible people. And it's so well acted. Vigo, just one of our greatest. William Hurt coming in for just like pinch hitting and hitting 2 grand slams in one at bat somehow. He's just like unbelievable in this one scene performance. I just thought it was so fantastic. And it really turns kind of that. Cronenberg's always been a guy who sort of indulges in violence in a way that kind of makes you hoot and holler. And in this film, the violence is so harsh, and it's pretty hard to watch at times, but really compelling. It's like 95 minutes long. I loved it. If you haven't watched it in a while, check it out. The 4K is great, from Criterion. It's going to be in my rotation now. I loved it.
It's a wonderful film that had a great restoration. Everybody should give it a check out if you haven't got it on Criterion.
Great cover too.
Great cover.
A nice little ironic like rainbow cover to it. It's
love
really
it.
Good.
You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, Letterboxd, Blue Sky, at Ryan McQuade 77. You can find out my work at awardswatch.com, iTunes, Spotify, 5-star reviews. We greatly appreciate it. While you're on the website, please sign up for the newsletter. It's the best place to get all the news, reviews, interviews, podcasts, all that sent to you in one place. Recommendation of the week. It was the holidays. I watched a Christmas movie with my wife. It is about a man who flies to Los Angeles to see his wife and kids.
Howard Hughes.
And gets stuck at her holiday party and has to shoot every motherfucker there and save the day. Exactly. I watched Die Hard, and I hadn't seen it in a while. God damn it, that movie just fucking rules. It's so good. It is a Christmas movie. I think it is. I won't hear otherwise. And I think that that's widely being accepted now, and I think that that's a good thing. Bruce Willis, man.
I think I disagree with that.
Well, you know what, Jay? I don't care about what rules you're trying to put on Die Hard because the rules don't apply. But truly great. McTiernan, great action director. Movies just rocks. It's just 2 hours and 12 minutes. It's just absolute banger after banger scene. Yeah. If you haven't seen Die Hard, I mean, you probably haven't seen A History of Violence on 4K. Watch that. You probably seen John Wick Chapter 2.
Maybe not.
But maybe not. But you should also watch Die Hard. They're all really good. We picked very violent films.
Yeah, all action, violent movies.
And what are we saying about ourselves that at the end of the year we were all like, let's watch violent fucking movies? You know.
Also, John McClane, one of our greatest fascistic action heroes.
Yeah.
Really taking the law into his own hands, and
we love to see it.
That being the solution.
I will say this though,
non-ironic way.
Yes,
just like Scott rocks.
Yeah.
What a
He's
cool
cool.
guy.
It's cool as
I
hell.
love Die Hard though, but I think Die Hard 3 might be my favorite.
Die Hard 3 is cool. That is a cool movie.
That's
Die
a-
Hard is significantly better than Die Hard 3.
Listen, it's like I know Raiders is better than Last Crusade, but I have a lot
All
of
right, if
fun.
you're willing to acknowledge that, that's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Love Last
Like
Crusade.
Die Hard's the best one. But I have so much fun
Yeah, that's fine.
with you know with Die Hard with a Vengeance.
You know what I bought on Black Friday, Ryan?
What?
Dial of Destiny 4K.
Why?
Talk about like that's exactly what Warren Beatty looked like in this movie. It was like discount Indiana Jones in the dark. That's what this movie looked like. It looked like James Mangold directed it. Holy shit.
Dial of Destiny 3.5 stars.
I still think Kingdom of the Crystal Skull was a way better movie.
I agree. I can't abide by any
The
love for
ending
Dial
of
of Destiny.
Dial of Destiny
is terrible.
absolutely bananas
No, it's
in a good way. I'm gonna rewatch all those soon. I love Indiana Jones.
Well, you're gonna watch it
cool
with
guy.
the kid, right?
I don't think he's cool, but 3 is a little early for Indiana Jones.
Nah, show him Chantal Ackerman first, then.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll be
I don't
back
think
next
he's
week.
ready for Alfred Molina getting maimed in the first 2.5 minutes of Raiders.
You don't think so?
No. Raiders is kind of scary.
They'll be ready for anything after that, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. We will be
I've
back.
been playing that video game, Indiana Jones.
Oh my God! Shut up and let me
I've
get
heard-
us out of here.
I've heard the game is pretty good.
The game is fun. Yeah. I'm enjoying it.
You guys are idiots.
I kind of wish it was third person instead of first person.
I know. It's the Bethesda thing. It's,
All
whatever.
I want to go.
But
We will be.
a terrible title. The Great Circle. What are
We will be
doing?
back next week to talk about I, You, He, She, the first film in our Chantal Ackerman movie series. Thank you all so much for listening, and we will see you all next time.